This little man rubber bricks on there, right? Ay. 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 All them beats on that, run the bass on them, babe. Babe. Ay, ay, ay. Ay. Hold on, up in my brain. Hold on, big my bitch in the brain. Hold on, big my bitch in the brain. I brought the beats on them.
OGDoDirty, flipping packs in the bag, stuffing the blunt, fat sack, jet black Cadillac, stacks in the mattress, cash cow status, walk in the streets, heat up, no crack, blunt blazing, smoke hazing, OGs in the attic, crispy clean kicks, ain't nothing static, southern nights, trap dreams, raw matic, light it up, inhale the magic, erratic, down south, making moves, 808s, hit raw, sip the lean, slow the scene, outlaws on call, counting bills, run the thrills, trap house ball, switches in the air, grandiose alcohol, dirty dope dreams, with the crew so mean, like some movie scene, trap king, royally king, purple haze phase, hazy days, cash in streams, hit the streets, beast mode, blitz and juice schemes, OGDoDirty, leaning like a tower, got the power, hour after hour, living fast, mile high, never sour. Came up from the grid, dirty money flower. Blood blazing, smoke hazing, OGs in the attic. Crispy clean kicks, ain't nothing static. Southern nights, trap dreams, raw matic. Light it up, inhale the magic, erratic. OGDoDirty, leaning like the tower. Got the power, hour after hour. Living fast, mile high, never sour. Came up from the grid, dirty money flower. Blood blazing, smoke hazing, OG.
Hey, what's good with everybody, man? It's your boy OGDoDirty, man. We in here for another Up and Smoke show. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man, we're going to get into this Diddy trial of the things that came up. We're going to run through the gambit. If you have videos, anything on the trial that ain't nobody seen or you think ain't nobody seen, you're welcome to come up, hit the link, drop it in the back, and I'll play it. We're just going to be going over a little bit of everything, going across YouTube, seeing what everybody is saying. And then we're going to get the show started then. I'd like to appreciate everybody that's coming in. We're going to go ahead and get everything set up real quick, get everything moved. So that way when you guys get ready to come up on the panel, you can. Let me get the links dropped and all that good stuff. Give me a second. So for those who want to come up, I'm going to drop the link. And everything I do is just click it, come on up. First, click it in, I'll bring you up on the panel. I will be pinned into the OGDoDirty channel. For those over there on X, man, make sure you comment, hit the cloud at the top, get in there and get your comments on. They will be getting read. X is priority. X is priority. Anybody who say chat anything on X will get highlighted immediately. Will get highlighted immediately. Let me go ahead, and if you want to support the show, you can hit the Cash App, OGDoDirty, money sign OGDoDirty. That helps out the show a lot. Appreciate everybody that's going to be coming in. Don't forget to hit the like button if you got a YouTube channel and you have a large community. Hey, man, share the post, put it in your community tab. Let everybody know OGDoDirty is live and OGDoDirty sent you here. You know what I'm saying? Tell them to come on through, fuck with your boy. The Cash App is at the bottom of the stream, going across on the banner. So if you want to support the page, Cash App, money sign OGDoDirty. Another thing we got to run into is trying to get everything set up. So we will be going over Diddy trial. We got other things we're going to talk about before we get to the main topic. The Diddy trial updates will be the main topic. After that, it's going to be just a up and go on everything that we can think of. Before then, I got a couple of videos, several videos I want to go get into before we get exactly into that. Let me get our CV together real quick. Make sure we got somebody in the chat. We empty right now. I'm trying to make sure we filled up. You know what I'm talking about? Make sure we all good in the neighborhood. So that make sure we good in the neighborhood. Let me get this knocked out real quick. Shouldn't take nothing but a few minutes. If you have it, make sure you go to the top of YouTube, click your notification, click it on all, take it off of personal, so that way you can get all the shows when the shows first come up. You can be the first one in here and all that good stuff. So first person in the chat today, Eyes TV, salute to you. Hit the like button, appreciate you. We got 4 people over here, 5 people over there, 9 altogether. Let's get them numbers up. Make sure you like and share as soon as you come in. All right, let's get to it. The first thing, matter of fact, because I was going to do something, I got to roll me up a blunt. You already know how to do it. I got to get my mind right. Make sure you get your mind right. Don't come up here with that bullshit. Come up here willing to have a conversation, willing to talk, all that good stuff. In the meantime, between time, let me find you something to play real quick before everybody get ready to pull up. I guess we can go to some. I guess we'll do. Think about doing some London. We'll do something smooth today, man, while I'm rolling up, man. Let's keep the we're gonna try to keep it all together. What the hell is my there it is, playlist. All right. Let me go to this playlist real quick and get that thing cranked up for you. I think I should have another one on here. There it is. I have 2 of them. I think I should have 2 playlists now. There should be more than one on this bit. Just trying to find the goddamn song. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and give y'all some of that October London, bro, and a little bit of that what's her name? Latoya Williams, one of the coldest goddamn singers around this motherfucker. Still got the voice of an angel. You know what I'm talking about? Appreciate you. Jessica Rabbit is in the building, man. Y'all salute to my goddamn bestie. Showing up and showing out. Appreciate your love for showing up and showing out. Second person in the chat, you know what I'm talking about? Give her praise, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man, she came out the class and hit something in the goddamn chat. She chat clackling. Appreciate you, bestie. I need more people to be like you. You know what I'm talking about? Don't hide from me. You know what I'm saying? And don't hate on me, nigga. Just come over and show some love, nigga. God damn. That nigga, I gotta tell you, do better with yourself. Yeah, all right. Let's get this October London in. I gotta get me a blunt rolled up so I can get this start, because I can see this. I can see we already starting off like LA say on some bird shit. But salute to those that is in the chat, and salute to everybody that's gonna be coming in. So let me get this pulled up real quick. I don't think I'm gonna play the video because every time I play these videos, man, I have a fucking problem. So we're not gonna play the video. What we will do is let y'all hear it in the background. I'm just gonna throw myself back up here, bam, bam, just like that there. And then that way you will be able to hear it. Appreciate your bestie. She said, always. That's what I'm talking about. Always. You the best. You know what I'm talking about? That's all I can tell you. Be more like Jessica Rabbit, goddammit. So let me roll this blunt up, man. Let me get y'all on this October London and Latoya Williams. If you ain't never heard it, will be a treat for you guys. Real smooth. Some she was Marvin Gaye type shit, you know what I'm talking about, but updated 2025. So we're gonna get to that. Then we're gonna get into everything else. So appreciate everybody being here. Don't forget to hit that like button as soon as you come in, and make sure you are chatting. You know what I'm saying? Hit something there. Tell me that my voice sucks or something. Do anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what it is. You know what I'm saying? If you just got to be speaking to yourself in there, just tell yourself something. You know what I'm saying? But let's keep the chat engagement up. All right, y'all. Let me roll this blunt up and let's get to this music.
That she was like, I'm not taking back.
Boy, they're jamming, boy. You hear me? No TV, no radio, no. Yeah. Said no TV and no radio. Boy, get off that TV and that radio. Matter of fact, get your ass on the computer and come to YouTube's and come and check out the OGDoDirty show. Up and smoke, bitch. You know what I'm talking about? Matter of fact, I need to get Pimp C saying up and smoke, bitch. You know, all right, y'all, let's get to it, man. Your boy done down there rolled this blunt up. I'm going to fire it up in just a minute. Damn, I didn't roll that one pretty good. Nigga, that motherfucker got there's something sticking out there. And we got to do, man, backwood. Let me make a personal announcement. Backwoods and y'all got to do better with these damn cigars. Y'all quality didn't went down, goddamn it. Y'all niggas about to make me break out a pom-pom on the nigga, man. That don't make no sense. I thought I was gonna be Bootsy smoking today. I can't even Bootsy smoke today with this sorry ass motherfucking backwood wrap. This motherfucker trash. Boy, they throw that bitch in the garbage. I'm gonna go back up to that store and tell them, man, y'all need to throw all them stale motherfuckers away. I had to wet that bitch down with water. That's great. We got to do better than this. You fucking up my smoking experience. I don't like that. All right, y'all. So I got my blunt rolled up. I hope you got yours rolled up. And for everybody in the chat, man, you know what time it is.
Fire that blunt up, then we put it in rotation.
That's a whole fact. Got to fire that blunt up and throw that bitch in rotation. All right, man, let's go ahead and start this thing off the right way. So the first one I got for you, man, we're going to go ahead and start with something light. We're going to go to a content creator that's around these parts. You know what I'm saying? I seen a short that he dropped. And I was like, oh, boy, this boy did something with this one. Now, it ain't got that many views. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to play it. And I want you guys to go over there and subscribe to it. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit a like on it, leave a comment on it, and give your thoughts on it. But also, if you in the chat, after I play this, please give your thoughts on what you think about what's said, what was in there, because I'm going to play it like maybe 2 or 3 times. And I'm going to break it down. Then we'll move on to something else, and then something else, and then something else before we get to the Diddy trial update. So I got my first guest in the back. Let me go ahead and bring my brother up from another mother, another one of my
OGDoDirty, let me hear.
One of my brothers in crime. Ruthless goddamn truth is in the goddamn building. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Man, y'all salute. Hey, man, if you ain't went over there and subscribe to Ruthless page, something wrong with you. So I'm gonna drop the link here in a minute because I am subscribed myself. I will be floating in there. Just give me a second to put it in there. But if you ain't subscribed, when I drop that link, please go over there and subscribe to Ruthless Truth. Let's get them numbers up, man. He need to be up there at least at 1,000. So he come through and support us all the time. Goddamn, we gotta support him too. So appreciate you for being here, brother.
OG, don't do him dirty. What's good? You got some more? Ready to turn this bitch up?
You know it, bro. So we're gonna start off with some light shit right now. I got a podcast about he did a short, so we're gonna go over the short podcast, and then we're gonna get into some more shit. Then we're gonna get into all the shit Diddy. I got something from Joe Rogan. I got something from Box News. So we're gonna be going about everything. Kind of adding on what you were saying the other day. Most of your points is gonna come up today, especially when we get to talk about this Beyonce and all that shit like that. They had to do something with the Diddy trial, which I didn't even know. But we're gonna hear details about it. So when we get to that part, I just want you to cook it up, throw your chef hat on, put your seasonings in your pocket, and you know what I'm saying? Dash them niggas. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that's all I need you to do. But for right now, we're gonna go ahead and get to this Bean shit, man. Podcast dropped the short, man. I thought the motherfucker was he's heard, so I guess he's seen it, and he what they call a remix. I haven't learned how to do this shit yet, but I'm in the efforts of making stuff like this happen for myself. Because I kind of like how they be doing these little remixes and shit. So I just need to up my game. I might need to link up with podcasts and see if he can show me how he doing this shit so I can, you know what I'm saying, be updated. Because I don't know how to really do this shit like this. But anyway, let's check out this podcast short real quick. And if you ain't went over there to subscribe to Bean's Little Podcast, please go over there and subscribe to Bean's Little Podcast if you don't mind. Let me see who all in. Let me see if I got any mods in this thing. I got Kingdom Minded Tom and I got Jessica and Odds TV. If one of y'all can do me a favor, man, can you grab, if you have Ruthless, I'm pretty sure, I don't know about that. I'll do it myself. I was about to say one of y'all can grab Ruthless channel and drop it in the, what you call it, but I'll do it myself. Just give me a second. I'm going to play these videos and I'll have it done.
He said something right here.
Stop calling up and let's see who called you. The only reason why y'all talk every day is because you keeping an open line of communication. Motherfuckers be trying to be friends that ain't friends with him. Loyalty is a two-way street. You get what I'm saying? I can't be the only person loyal, checking on you, seeing how you doing, coming through for you, but you never call me. The only reason we talk is because I'm calling you. It's not no friendship. Said I don't care how long we've been knowing each other, man. That's not no friendship.
Hey, with all the people that I love, with all the people that I value, my phone don't ring. And that's because as a man, when people can't use you, they can't love you. He said something right here.
Stop calling up and let's see who called you.
What'd you think about that, Rufus?
That's facts, right? It's this is just the nature of the game, right? But if you're delusional and you want to, you know, kind of see if somebody really loves you for you and your personality and all your great things you've done for them, you know, just go on ghost for a while. You know what I mean? And it will help you get out of your delusion.
No, I agree with you. Now, let me go ahead and take her Kingdom Minded real quick. She didn't already hit me with the Cash App. Y'all be like Kingdom Minded, man, and hit that Cash App. She already throwing support for the page. She said she's in there with the baby, but she got her headphones on and she's listening in the room. You see what I'm saying? Big support. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I want y'all to be like more like Kingdom Minded. That's what I'm talking about.
So just
go ahead.
Just one more thing. This is the reverse. This is also exposing a reverse effect of the true meaning of transactional, right? I mean, I think us men are delusional too, right?
Uh-oh.
Because when you meet that chick, whatever, we're really thinking that she really just only like us for us, right? In a lot of ways, right? We're just thinking we're him. And for the large part, we are, right? But there is something that comes with that. There's expectations within that barometer of when she's vetting or when she's looking. Now, getting sex, that's pretty. That doesn't really tell you how, you know, because anybody get that. When we talk about a relationship or marriage, men will always be looked at for what a woman can benefit from. There, you know, for us to think that she doesn't care about the stuff that she can potentially get from us, you know, I think we're kind of delusional thinking that it's just, oh, I'm just this guy, this great guy that she rocks with. No, every woman and every woman wants a provider. Pretty much, right? Pretty much. There's some other movements going on out here, but for the most part, large part, most women, when they look at a man, part of them, they're vetting him is his ability to provide. The protection part, yeah, as long as you look tough, you're all right, right? As long as you don't look too. Some of the dudes don't look tough, they still get them, but as long as he's providing, and that providing ain't necessarily always money, right? Money's part of it, but it's also catered to their ego. Pretty much bowing down to them. So it's a women have reversed what our mamas taught us, our daddies taught us to be providers. They reversed it on us now and use it against us and make it a demand. And now we're so divided, us men are so divided on how do we deal with these women, right? Some homies said, don't leave with your money. Nigga, how can you not leave with your money and you're a provider? And you've been taught to be a provider. And it's in your nature to provide, right? It's natural. It ain't something we practice, right? It's just something that comes like second nature, right? So, this short here breaking down is, if you really think somebody really not using you in some type of way in your relationship, in your life, and we can speak of the relationship more so, you're delusional, right? Even your wife, even though she says she loves you, even though she says she's with you forever, but we all being transactional to each other at the end of the day. And if them transactions are not met, that could be the end of the relationship as we speak.
I can agree with that. I mean, you're making sense when it comes to that. So what do you so take the relationship out of you and a woman and just give it to one of your friends, right? Somebody that you know what I'm saying, trust, right? So what would you say about that? If it's not in a relationship where you got to put meat on them, you know what I'm saying?
Well, it's the only way I'm not giving so much attention to that. And you are correct though, right? Because we all get used by somebody, right? Everybody's, but we're not. The difference between that and a relationship, and let's take the relationship out of it, like you said, is we're not really going to too much support any. We're not going to give our all to all these people. If you know what I'm saying, right? We might hang out every now and then, show up at parties and barbecues, and we might talk on here and there, but we're not putting all our emotional, intelligence, all that shit into this. That's a difference. So yeah, of course, right? We all know that we socialize with family members. Some family members we like, some we don't like, right? So, but at the end of the day, as you go on in life, you see that people, particularly men, we don't invest as much into, I would say, the outside of our relationship status.
Yeah, I got a guest coming up. Rufus, give me a second.
OGDoDirty, let me hear.
It was good. They got the echo.
What up?
Hey, what's cracking with you?
Well, I come to say that once again, Ruthless is full of shit.
Oh, no, I missed you too.
I'm just joking. I would like to say that all relationships are transactional, no matter how you look at it. Even a relationship with your parents is transactional. Everything you do is within the confines of a transaction with someone. There's nothing outside of the realm of transaction. That's why I didn't understand that portion of what you're saying, because no matter what, even like I said, even with your kids, your parents, your cousins, everything is transactional. Everything. You can't have a relationship without a transaction.
Facts.
So I
think a lot of men in these spaces are delusional, right? They're really delusional. They're saying, "Oh well, the people I deal with, like me and my personality, and that alone, and my integrity alone is what makes me So that's the illusion which the men are living in. A lot of these men are living in, and it goes, thinking more than what they really are. But like you said, time is all about transactional, right? Them transactions go away so to a lot of people.
Well, again, everything deals with transactions, so there's no escaping it. There's no escaping it. If you think about what you do for anyone and what you get in return from someone else, that's a transaction. If I go out to eat, no matter who pays for it, it's a transaction being made with the relationship with the fucking restaurant and the relationship with you. And then guess what? You're paying for an experience that if you tip this motherfucker, the reason why you tip the fucking waiter is why? Because what you got from them was good enough to get a fucking tip off of, which is also a transaction. So no matter how you look at it, transactions are being made through any relationship, whether it's with a fucking bank, whether it's with a fucking your girlfriend, your wife, your child, your mother, your brother, all transactions. Now, what type of transaction are you looking for is the next question that needs to be asked. Yeah.
And I'm with you. We need to embrace.
So even in friendships, bro, you still think friendships are transactional?
Of course.
Absolutely. It may be less of a transaction, but they're all transactions at the end of the day.
That's why friendships come and go. Once there's no need for you, like let's take high school for example, right? You had this certain dude you hung out with every day. The transaction was right. You're in a strange environment. You feel a little uncomfortable, and you meet people. Y'all kind of the word. I don't want to use trauma bond because I think that's too extreme. But it's, I would say, more of a bond that's forced by surrounding and being in a strange environment. Y'all kind of find something in common, and y'all become friends, right? And when you graduate, going in life, you see that a lot of them friends don't. That shit changes, right? Because now they're moving on with other women or other things, and now you're not as, because they don't need you no more. That transaction of being sociable in a very strange environment, they don't need that transaction from you no more, because now they moved on into the bigger setting and found new people. It's the new transaction with new people. That's why friendships aren't friendships. Well, how my best friend turned on me my back, or how my best friend fucked my bitch, right? Right? Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying? Because you learn that you can't even trust them, right? Because they're just using you as much as you're using them. And some people overly invest in these friendships and get hurt the most when they get crossed out or backbited. But it's a lesson to be learned.
All right.
OGDoDirty, let me hear.
It's good with your Lord ADS.
Oh,
what up? So let me say this before I go back and play that video one more time, bro. I don't see friendships as transactional, bro. I shouldn't have to give you nothing, bro, for you to or do something for you to be my friend. I don't work on friendships like that, right? A relationship, again, I don't want to disagree with y'all when y'all say that, but y'all making sense when you say it. But for some reason, y'all equivalent everything to what you do and what you spend it on, right? So I don't look at it like that, bro, because I mean, you don't have it. It ain't about the money with you in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Now, for some people, it is, because they like to live a certain way and they like to do things a certain way. But that doesn't mean that it's supposed to be transactional, right?
So I have to
giving anything to make somebody want to be around you is a problem for me.
Well,
there's a huge difference between a relational relationship and a transactional relationship, right? A relationship like a friendship, family, prior towards mutual care, shared experiences, and emotional connections, and pursuit of over the pursuit of individual gains, which is transactional. Transactional is more about the pursuit of individual gains versus relational is more about, the connection.
Okay. I disagree.
100%.
The reason why I disagree is the simple thing is you can say relationship versus transactional relationship. It's all the same goddamn thing. No matter whether it's money involved or nothing, you're still in there for the experience. The experience itself could be a transaction. Now, should you have to do something to be a friend of someone? No, I don't say you have to. I don't have to pay for someone to be my friend.
You got to run
What's
that
that?
back. You got to run that back. What you just got through saying, bro. Give me an example of it, brother. And please don't use money.
I wasn't using money, right? So I said the experience itself could be.
Yeah, I heard exactly what you said. I just want you to explain it to us because I don't think me and Lord Eddie agree with you on that. And I was just throwing the, you know what I'm saying, something out there to say, just don't bring it around the money. Well,
I wasn't going to. So the experience itself, right? Whether you like the transaction, the fun that you can put into something is actual a transaction because whatever you put into it is what you're going to get in the outcome. So if I go up to say we're friends and I go be mopey around someone and you fuck up my experience, or that person fucks up your experience of being in it, that transaction was a negative transaction. Like I said, that's why I said at the beginning, at the end, that it depends on what type of transaction you're talking about, whether it's good, positive, negative. It's all at the end of the day the same type of transaction, not to deal with money, but it's still a transaction of experience. Experience is, like I said, experience is what I run my life on, and I like to mostly have positive experiences. So that's why I like to do dangerous shit. I know that shit right there is an experience that most people will never have. So what I get out of doing dangerous shit is a transaction. Dangerous shit equals more fun to me. I don't know why, it just is. But my wife won't do those experiences, or my son sitting next to me won't have those same experiences with me, so they won't have that transaction with me. They'll decline that transaction because of their fear of whatever. But at the end of the day, it's still a transaction. Whether positive or negative, it's different. Whether money's involved or not involved, it's still a transaction. I ain't gotta give you shit. As long as I give you this dick, that's a transaction. It may not be money involved, but I got this dick involved, and you giving me that pussy, or in Lord Eddie S's side, that pussy.
So here's a question I have for OGDoDirty.
Please don't switch the question, bro. We're gonna have to still mind this out. That doesn't make sense to me, bro. I don't like to move on like that. I'm a one-track minded person, bro. I'm not about to we about to go in here and ask all these questions, bro. I just got to ask one. So I'm trying to figure this out. So if you heard what Tom said, speak on what he just got through speaking.
The question is portrayed right into that line, right?
Okay.
Let's take high school. Well, I'm going back to high school because that's the most, I guess, the most way of looking at it, right? People hung around people if you dress a certain type of way, correct?
Yeah.
Or acted a certain way, correct?
Well, let me intervene real quick, if you guys don't mind. This conversation we're having right now amongst friends.
No. Let that man finish. Go ahead.
It's like, we all clicked up, right, in high school, right? This is just a more pure fact, right? We all clicked up. People who dress really nice, they hang out with people who dress really nice, right? The transactional experience, which Tom was talking about, is I want to be seen. The transaction with the dudes who dress nice like me, so I can attract or whatever, or be perceived as, which is a transactional experience, which is all superficial, right? Most high school relationships, 99.9% are superficial, right? And the superficial part of it is we play sports together, but we looked at it as a something bigger than. This is why, once again, when you graduate from high school, these things are without substance, yet people mostly move on. Now you might get one dude or maybe two. Y'all still kick it years down the line, go meet and drink. But the transaction become lesser. It's more of it's still a transaction, but it's more of a social equity. We can look at like, No, but for real, everybody using everybody in high school for whatever it is, for popularity, to be looked a certain type of way, and then this transitions right to adulthood, right? When you get past 18, then now you're trying to figure out, right? And these are all transactional experiences, and the transactional experience is how can this benefit me, right? If you don't benefit me, they ain't fucking with you too long. So it is.
Yeah.
We like to. I think that's the illusion that we live in. And the ones who invested it the most are the ones that get hurt the most, right? Oh, how he fucked my bitch? Oh, how he take my money? Or how come he don't call me no more? Or how come he don't? Because they were just using you and you were using them, but you took it more into authentication. Oh, man, this is a real friend. This is my homie. But all the time, he's just really using you for the transaction of the experience of high school, being seen with somebody, not being a loner, not being an outcast, being somebody, right? That is also a transactional experience.
Okay, go ahead, Lord Eddie. Yes, you got it, brother.
This conversation we're having right now, brothers, is relational, because I don't expect anything from this. I don't want anything from any of you besides, saying to sit back, relax, and for us just to have a good time together, right? I'm not over here bumming beer and cigarettes. Saying so. I mean, it's a big difference between a connection and something that's a little, how do you say it? Not as authentic, right? As a true connection. Transactional is just not an authentic connection. It's more of a, how do you say it? It's more of an exchange, right? I'm going to give you something. I'm going to get something in return. Versus what we're doing right now is truly relational, because no one expects anything from anyone.
Well, respect the quorum. We respect. We also like the attention, right?
That's etiquette and respect. That's not transactional. That even then is even more relational. Because that's by choice, right?
But we all like the attention that we get when we come on these platforms to say our opinions.
Not really.
Yes,
not really.
Yes.
There's six people here. Ruthless.
Nobody comes up here.
Before you cut me off,
because they truly like nobody. Right? They come up here because they want to be heard.
Ruthless. There's 6 people watching us right now, and I think 4 of them are on the panel. Brother, there's no crowd here. It's just us.
It's just 2.
Yeah, it's just us. Yeah.
It's 2. But yeah, so salute to the 20-something that's over there on goddamn X. Y'all keep on pushing them numbers up again. Y'all are priority today. You know what I'm saying? I've been saying this for a whole week. If you comment on X, you get that little cloud over there on X, your chat will be highlighted right off top. For those that's on Rumble, same thing for you too. Now, you already know how we do this on YouTube. I highlight everybody when they come in. I try to give you as much as I can. But if I don't see no chat engagement like LA be saying, I'm just not going to highlight your shit. Now, if you cash at me or something like that, believe me, your shit is going to go up there. You get priority. So I guess we're going to have to start doing a different way, since nobody don't want to say nothing. But, they don't do this like LA say. Let me use LA for it. They don't do this on other people's shit. So how about we start doing it on mine? I mean, shit. You might not like me, whatever, goddamn it. Just let me grow. Don't try to hold me down. Don't pull me back like a crab in a barrel. You know what I'm talking about? Let me get up outside that motherfucker and find my way in the sand to the motherfucking ocean. That's all I'm saying. What's good with you, E-Dub? To that point y'all was talking about, I kind of agree with Lord Eddie. Yes, I'm gonna play this one more time so we can understand what we're talking about, because I think we got lost in transition with the dude was saying on the video. And this is a salute to my boy Beans. If you ain't went over there and subscribe to Beans, hey, I don't know what's wrong with you. Also, I did drop my boy in there. I am highlighting my boy today. Make sure you go subscribe to Ruthless Truth. I did put his link inside there, man. Y'all let's get them numbers up, man. Let's get them numbers up. So when he go live over there, I can come over there and have me a ranch and all that good shit and just pop the fuck up and do what I do. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna support him like he support us. Y'all make sure y'all go over there. If you ain't subscribed to Ruthless Truth, please subscribe to Ruthless Truth. If you ain't subscribed to podcast, subscribe to podcast. Both of these dudes send me cash apps. So I'm gonna support them just like they support me. All right, let me let y'all hear this one again.
He said something right here.
Stop calling them up and see who called you. The only reason why y'all talk every day is because you keeping an open line of communication. Motherfuckers be trying to be friends that ain't friends with them. Loyalty is a two-way street. You get what I'm saying? I can't be the only person loyal, checking on you, seeing how you doing, coming through for you, but you never call me. The only reason we talk is because I'm calling you. It's not no friendship. Said I don't care how long we've been knowing each other, man. That's not no friendship.
Hey, with all the people that I love, with all the people that I value, my phone don't ring. And that's because as a man, when people can't use you, they can't love you. He said something right here.
Stop.
But that goes back to what me and goddamn Ruthless was saying. Everything is that transaction. If you say someone is using you, if your whole thing that you're saying it has become based on someone how much they can use or get out of you, that's a transaction. Whether it's a relationship with your parents, whether it's a relationship with your son. I'm gonna tell you that right now. My mom and dad don't. Well, shit. I used to call my mom and dad all the time. I don't call them all the time, like every day or every twice a week like I used to. Why? I get tired of talking. That's still a transaction out of that. When they call me, they get something out of me. They get updates. They get to know what their grandkids are doing. Whatever the fuck it is, it's a transaction. Knowing something is a transaction. It's a transfer of knowledge, which is a what? A transaction. Having a conversion with someone, whether you say you're getting something out of it or not, the transfer of information is a transaction. Whether you want it or you don't. Just saying. That's just my 2 piece.
Well, Uncle Tom, you also got to understand one thing about our brother too. Sometimes niggas just don't like you, right? Because you didn't got enough niggas' nerves where they just don't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? And in some cases that rings potentially true. It's not the point you don't have any money. It's the point, or you know what I'm saying? It's the point that niggas is tired. Sometimes niggas get tired of niggas. You know, that happens a lot more than what we say, right? Because for one, sometimes these niggas is long-winded. And you know what I'm saying? When they get too long-winded, people just tend not to want to come around. And you know this, Uncle Tom. Niggas stop coming around when you talk too much, right? If I go over your house, you know, say if I go to a nigga house and watch the game and he talking the whole time, guess what I'm gonna do the next game? I'm going to a whole nother spot because I can't enjoy the game. This nigga keep talking. You know, so sometimes it's not just the point that, you know, saying people don't have something when it comes to a friendship. It's the point that you just get, you know, saying that some niggas in this world right now get on other niggas' nerves. Now, Tom, I love Tom. This is my, you know, saying y'all slowly started to develop into friends to me. Ruthless, me and Ruthless have been friends for a little bit now. Me and Ruthless have been cool for a minute. Even though he get on my nerves, I can still tolerate Ruthless because Ruthless's demeanor. But sometimes, you know, say you run to a nigga, you know, say that just get on your nerves, especially when they be emotional and other shit. You know, and nobody want to hang around there. You know, and sometimes that's the case. Am I wrong for saying that? Am I wrong for saying that?
Boy, this old nigga ain't shit. I don't know what the fuck that had to do with anything, but sure, I will agree. A lot of motherfuckers get on your nerves, and I can agree that when motherfuckers get tired of you, someone long-winded, they're gonna change the channel. I get that. But that wasn't the conversation. The conversation is shit transactional or not? Well, I don't even know if that wasn't even the question. Actually,
it wasn't at all. That's why I was trying to figure out what y'all niggas was going to. We just gonna sit here and
that
keep
wasn't
on
even
doing
the
this
question.
shit. But I got a better question for you though, since we want to sit here and tell each other about that. And again, that's why I told you I don't agree with that, because everything that you're saying is transactional. Okay, that's not apparent to this case. So transactional and loyalty, where do you put those two at? Do you put them motherfuckers together in the same, or would you separate them?
I separate them at all.
That was my whole point. So I was thinking, after I heard this the first time, I didn't know if nobody heard it or not, but I don't know what we'd be listening to. That's why I replayed it again, because I thought I was going crazy, right? But again, I was getting told something that it had nothing to do with the conversation, but then it came back to it because we was talking about, again, bitches and niggas. That's why I took it off of bitches and niggas with Ruthless, and I took it off of money with Tom. I'm sticking to what the nigga said on the video because I like what Bean said, right? I'm listening to what the narrative, I'm gonna play it again for y'all. We're gonna get this. We're gonna get this. We're gonna mine this out the right way.
Call them up and see who called you. The only reason why y'all talk every day is because you keeping an open line of communication.
Stop right there. So that part right there, will we consider anything that have to do with loyalty with that?
Sure. Yeah. Because to keep an open a line of communication means I gotta be. Well, that doesn't mean you're loyal to them. That just means that you. Hey, I don't know. That means you're open to whatever the fucking situation is. You're open to something. But that's an individual case. Obviously, it's not a two-way street.
Anybody else? Want to say something?
Yeah, that is a form of loyalty that you pick up the phone every day and have those conversations with that person, right? Even though they're not beneficial to you. So I consider that to you being a loyal friend to someone, who's probably not as loyal or, to you, right? In those cases, because whenever that's one way, like Tom said, that's usually a sign of a bad relationship, right? One-sided.
Okay. Rufus, what you got on that, brother?
At the end of the day, we all using each other for something, whether it be for clout or whether it be just to feel like I need to feel important. It's still usury, right? And it's not necessarily. Some have ill intentions, some have ill intentions, right? So not all transactions are I would say negative, right? Meaning I'm using you for conversation because I just don't want to be alone, right? But that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's a good thing. We can both bounce off each other, right? Just to feel relevant in some type of way. It's part of life, right? Then there's some negative transactions when somebody's trying to get somebody and take it and run. And that's another.
Yeah, but he took it off. He took it off transaction. He's bringing it back to what he wants it to be, which is loyalty or not loyalty. Do you think that?
Go ahead.
But loyalty for that's a transaction.
I got you, Kingdom Minded. Give me a second. All right, so look, check this out. When I was talking about loyalty, I'm talking about, again, one thing that we forgetting is before all this happens, bro, you have a choice. That choice takes the transaction and the loyalty part up out of it, right? Because if you want to say it's loyalty, bro, if you got a choice to be loyal to somebody, then you're going to choose to do that. But being transactional is, again, that choice. You don't have to pay nobody to do nothing for you. Okay, so in this case, wait a minute. In this case, you're talking about being transactional, right? Let's talk about if you don't pick up that phone, how will that transaction continue?
The transaction ends.
So there wasn't a transaction, sir, because there won't be a transaction no more. If they don't have your number, if you gave somebody your number and you told them you're going to work on something or you need to get something from them and you want to use them, again, if you don't use that number, how will it be transactional?
Right. So yeah, you're saying the same thing. So the transaction is if I call that number and you give me the information or whatever I'm getting from you. But if I don't call the number and we no longer socialize, then that transaction is now dead, void. So yeah, loyalty is also a transaction.
Going to the information, bro, that you're receiving or you dealing out. It's the whole point of, bro, this nigga is saying, bro, if I do this, then I'm this such of a person. If I don't do this, I'm this such of a person. But when I asked you, again, you can't tell me the difference. Tom just got to admit it. It's the difference. But you're saying it's not. I'm lost on that.
It's not because
he just explained how it's a difference, but you're saying it is a difference. So you're saying we have to mind this part out again. Like we're not using our brain, bro, for something.
Okay, so let me get some clarification. You talking about is there a difference between loyalty and transaction?
Yes, sir.
Well, loyalty is the rudiment of a transaction, right? That's we would call that expectation. Which is a transaction, sir.
When you say expectation, are you expected to do anything? Ruthless. Are you obligated or expected to do anything, sir?
You're expected to be loyal if you're going to be somebody's friend.
Sticker.
Because guess what, OG? If I find out you're talking behind my back, guess what? I'm Xing you out.
People do this shit all the time and come in your face and be two-faced, sir, and you still like friends. That don't mean nothing.
It means a lot because
That's
Yeah,
why you don't.
like,
That's why you don't hear information from others, bro. Because most people run in niggas' mouths who do that shit, right? And that's why you just don't. That's why you just cut the motherfuckers off, bro. It's a reason why certain people move a certain way. You can tell by people's demeanor and how people do certain things, bro, and how solid they is, bro. If you don't call a person, bro, and you don't communicate with them, bro, and let them know what's going on with you, what do you think that is?
A lack of transaction.
Okay, so if you want to say a lack of transaction, right? Or is this person your friend? Because I don't call people, sir. I call people who are my friends. It
doesn't have to be a friend. It could be an associate.
I call people who are my family, but it's family members that we all can agree on that you cut the fuck off.
Right. Because they violated an expectation, most likely. Correct? Which was a transaction they did not reciprocate. Right? So you cut them off. So it's still, at the end of the day, right? There's an expectation for everybody that you deal with. It's an expectation. Oh yeah, you my friend, but you expect it not to talk behind my back. You expect it not to disrespect me, right? This respect that you're giving me is a transaction, right? That I demand and command. Could even cost you your life if I feel it's too serious, right? So once again, right, it's what I'm expecting. I'm vetting out my friends just like I'm vetting out my wife, right? If you're my friend, I ain't just gonna make you my friend. We're gonna be associates at first. Then I can see if we can kind of, build from there, and then all right. But there's expectations behind that.
But Ruthless, let me ask you this question, Ruthless. Yeah. Do you think there's a respect factor in every friendship or acquaintanceship or whatever that?
For it to be healthy, yes.
Okay, so when we up here call you pussy, retarded, and all kind of dumb shit, do you take that as disrespect or do you take that as motherfuckers jonesing you?
Jonesing it.
Okay, which jonesing could be a lack of respect.
That's up to me to determine.
No, see, that's what I'm saying, because it's that nigga crazy.
So, for example, me and OGDoDirty relationship is built off joking with each other, and I have allowed OGDoDirty to joke with me, meaning his jokes aren't disrespectful because I feel like it's a part of our relationship. It's perfectly okay, but it's still a transaction at the end of the day. He makes me laugh, I make him laugh, whatever, right? So I'm the one, or he's the one, vice. We both set the expectation of what we deal with free. That's why we can't be friends with everybody, right?
But you also said it. You expect people to respect you, even if you even if you want to say Jones is respecting you or not respecting you. It's still a lack of Jonesing. Literally, the lack of respect for someone. That's literally what Jonesing is.
Depends on what the Jonesing is. Right?
No. If I call you a bitch ass nigga every time you come up,
let me take care of this money real quick. Just give me a second.
I don't need a scale for the work. I can eyeball her if it's scared go to church. And I don't need a scale for the work. I can eyeball her plus some mean hard work.
All right, look, Kingdom Minded had a question. Is marriage and parenting seen as a transaction?
100%.
Or transactional?
100%.
Yes. I mean, the way if you want to take the relationship part out of it completely, and just go off the system here based off in America. You get earned income credit for having a kid, which is literally a transaction. You can take care of your parents and still earn money for taking care of your elderly parents. It's a transaction. I mean, I hate to say it, but yeah, it's all a transaction.
And love is conditional, right? So that's a transaction too. Because if you don't do what they say, if you embarrass the family, if you're just a bad child, disown you, right? A lot of parents will disown you because you did not meet the qualified as a transaction and the disobedience part, which there's a requirement for them to love you.
It's not a require. It's not a requirement for them to love you. It's an expectation.
Right. But the requirement, but there was a requirement for you.
There's not a requirement because
you can't even say it's an obligation, bro.
No.
Yeah, you can't even say that either.
The motherfuckers be like, fuck them.
It's a requirement.
But from a husband and a parent's perspective, isn't that more relational? Because they really don't have to do that, but they do that anyway. A mother's love and a father's love is unconditional.
No,
you know, say how far we'll go for our children, right?
That's a lie.
There's no.
That's a lie. That's a lie. It's not unconditional. That's bullshit.
But it ain't got to be that now. You taking a little too far. You was all right at first, then you went left. it ain't now. It ain't got to be nothing. It got to be unconditional, sir. Unless you got a heart. I ain't got one of them, so we can be cool for 30 years, nigga. And the rest of my 30 to I'm 60, I ain't gotta like your ass. It ain't unconditional.
So that automatically breeds transaction. Automatic.
What you're talking about is an individual aspect to it at this point, Ruthless, versus the actual relationship, right? Transactional versus relational.
I got you, E-Dub.
So all this is you're right about one thing. All these are choices, right? That
Lord, I'm about to let you go. Just let me bring them.
OGDoDirty, let me hear.
All right, you got it, Lord. It is.
How I mean the termination of a relationship is how can I put this in words, right? So you make the determination on what this relationship is. You can label it as transactional or relational in your head, right? For me, when it comes to my friends, my family, the people that I love in my circle, right? It's relational. You know what I'm saying? I don't need anything, to call you up and check on how you doing, right? Or what's up with you. You know, but when it comes to outside of that, right? That's when it becomes more transactional for me, right? Outside of friends, family, people of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So it really all depends on that circumstance, situation, how you label that relationship.
Here's the whole
Lord ADS. Simple question. Do you have a relationship with your bank?
I do not. That is a business partnership, which is, that is a relationship. For
okay, there we go. Well, now we're getting somewhere, which is also a what?
Transaction.
Now, again, you can have both of them at the same time. Two things can be right at the same time. That's why me and Rufus keep telling you, I'm not trying to take it off the topic and going back to what we were saying before, all relationships are transactional, no matter how you like it. I ain't got to like my kids. I don't even got to love their ass. I ain't got to do nothing. I'm obligated to feed these motherfuckers because of the law. If it wasn't for the law, these motherfuckers can die and I wouldn't give two shits. As a matter of fact, if you look back in elder times, that shit happened a lot where they was kicking little kids in holes because they had birth defects. Why? Because they don't have to. The law requires us to do certain shit. Outside of the law, everything would be transactional, sir. Because that's the way the system is today. That's it.
And also, go ahead. Oh, yes. You respond.
So, but that speaks to someone's instinct, right? And conscience versus anything else. Without the law, I would still take care of my son. I didn't need the law to tell me that, saying that this is my blood, right? Versus, saying expecting anything.
That's why I said required. That's why I said required. Other than that, I don't need a law to tell me I fucking gotta feed my kids. But the law doesn't tell me I have to love them motherfuckers either.
I just want to say this. Yes. I want to say this. With these relationships, you call relations, right? There comes expectations. For the kids, the requirement of expectation is obedience. And if they they don't obey, they're not obedient, they're disrespectful, and they're challenging your parent, or let's say they just say fuck you, that the condition kicks in and say, hey, well, you're not my son, you're not my right. So those things happen all the time. So everybody is going in a relationship with expectations. Everybody, you have a relationship with your family members, but there's an expectation still there. They need to be respectful. They need to be respectful. They need to be. Let's just say you got a relationship with your sisters, right? 25 years
Just
of
ask him
school.
did he ever discipline his kids. That'd be it. That'd be it right there. Did you ever discipline your kids?
Of course.
Yes.
Then there's a transaction involved in that, right?
Yes.
Because literally
But let
what
me explain.
he said, you need that obedience or that fucking compliance to what you say is correct, what you say is right. And if they don't follow that, you have a punishment for them not following your orders or your directives or whatever the fuck it is. But guess what? Once they turn 18, that relationship can change to whatever they deem it to be, which means y'all are being at a more even scale in the relationship or transaction, meaning they can either put more credit in or take credit away. That's all it is. It's still a transaction, no matter how you look at it.
But Tom, let me ask this: is the discipline more for you or for them? Because they broke the rule, or to put them in a better position.
Both, because at the time of you giving them, at the time of them being disobedient, them following your rules, guess what? It behooved them to follow your rules so they don't get punished again. So it benefits both parties. You require obedience and for them to do something, and there is so they don't get their ass beat to follow the instructions. Like I said, until they turn a certain age where they can either put more stock or credit into the relationship or just say, fuck the relationship. I ain't got to deal with you ever again in life because just because you're my parent don't mean I got to be around you. Don't mean I got to talk to you. Don't mean I got to do anything to you or be involved in your life, period. Because guess what? I'm done with this transaction. Matter of fact, not my parents, people I know don't even talk to their parents. Why? They don't have to. That relationship is gone because it was a transactional until they got old enough to say, I'm done with this bullshit.
I think you're lingering more into the non-transactional and you're conflating the two. Can I give you guys a
hold on. How y'all doing?
It's good with G-Dub.
What's up, man? Salute to the panel, man. Hey, Lord ADS, you kind of dragging it though, man. And I'm gonna just say why, man. No, like it is transactional, man. It's in the not following the rules is consequences. The same thing you'll face out here in the world. You follow it's laws out there in the world and it's rules in this house. If you don't want to follow the rules in the house, you get out, and then you have to deal with the consequences out there in the world, which could be jail, which could be whatever. It's still transactional no matter how you look at it. You know what I'm saying?
But all correction should be done out of love, right? Out of love for that child.
No. It can be done out of love. You know what I'm saying? But it's like that scene in fucking Fences when Denzel said, "You think I like you? I ain't got to like you. It's a duty that I got. It's a duty. When I had you, I chose to fulfill the duty. The duty is to take care of you. I ain't got to like you. I ain't got to love you like that. I'm taking care of you, and that's my job." Just like he said when he showed up to his job, he ain't expecting the boss to pay him because he liked me. He ain't expecting him to pay me because he loved me. He expecting him to pay me because I performed the duty and I deserve compensation for what I did. It's the same thing. It's all transactional.
Well, let me set a baseline for you, gentlemen, because I think you're conflating the two, right? So with a non-transactional relationship, that's done more out of mutual interest, mutual support, shared interests, emotional connections, right? Rather than explicit exchanges. With transactional relationships, that's done more out of, let's say, based more on professional networking, business partnerships, or exchange for specific favors and services. That's a transactional relationship.
You choosing to only look at it one way, though, Lord ADS. You choosing to only look at it as a business, in the business aspect. You choosing that. It's still transactional. I don't understand. It's like Uncle Tom gave you the example. I don't have to fuck with my parents after they raised me. I don't. So transaction's over. You know what I'm saying? They did their job to raise me. I did, I guess, with enough to be obedient enough to stay in the house as they were raising me, and now I choose to move forward. You don't have to choose to bank where you bank. You can choose to be there for a period of time because it served you, and then you can say, you know what? Transaction's over. I'm choosing to move on. Same shit with relationships.
the only way that, in my view, now y'all can say what y'all want, that a parent-child relationship is transactional when you have unrealistic expectations, you compare that child to other kids, your love is conditional, and you manipulate those kids. Besides that, it's a relational connection.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
So you say you never manipulated your children, sir? Because guess what? Raising a child is manipulating them to see life as you want them to see it. That's a manipulation in itself.
Yes, and I wanted to piggyback off what Uncle Tom just said, right? Would you say that other cultures love their children? Like, let's say Indian cultures, let's say African, let's say Jewish or whatever, or would you say they love their children?
Africans don't love nobody, including
No,
themselves. So let's
okay,
take them out of it.
I mean, let's just be honest, man. Stop, let's not do the shit because you might feel something about Africans. Do you think that do you believe that they might love the children?
I believe in most cases, or I'm not sure how many cases, but I believe that there is a mix of relational relationships between child and parents and transactional between child and parent. And
the reason I brought them up is because if you see, they tell their children which direction they want them to go. They tell them you're going to school for this, you're going to be this. They're directing them where they want them to be. So they're not. So you still say they love them, even though they're pushing them where they want them to be. They're telling them, okay, you're going to be this, you're going to be that.
Let me ask you a deeper question. When that child does not meet the expectation, don't you still love them the same?
Yeah, but how many times do they not follow the direction? Most of them, majority of them follow direction.
Hold on. Let's take what you just said. Lord ADS. Most of them, they bank on them being successful, and if they choose not to do what they do because they know they can be excommunicated from the family for not doing as their parents say. So in that way, you're still wrong. Because listen, if you look at all them Shark Tank shits where them motherfucking Indian kids, they go outside of what their parents tell them to say. They say, I have to be successful at this. Why? Because if they come back and they're not successful, they are shunned from the fucking family.
I can only speak from my anecdotal experience.
But then by them being successful, then it's like I'm accepted again. At least I did, even though I didn't do what they wanted, I still became successful, so I'm still accepted.
Let me speak from my anecdotal experience, right, in this circumstance and situation. If that was the case, brother, I've been disowned a long time ago. I had my first child at 15 years old, and then from there, I dropped out of college, went to the military. And guess what? My parents that whole time, even though I was not behaving up to their standard, never disowned me.
That don't mean shit, because you know what I'm saying? Most black people never disown their kids. But guess what? Kai's family disown their kids. How about that? You know why? They're a different culture. They disown them motherfuckers all the time. Italians disown their family all the fucking time. What are you talking about? Different cultures disown their family for not agreeing or doing what the family says. All the time. Just because black people don't do it doesn't mean it doesn't happen in all other cultures. I never did what my parents. I never did what my parents told me to do. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you good. Now I'm saying you making good points, but you can't say that. Now black people do it all the goddamn time.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm. Listen,
you got a certain auntie and a certain uncle that just don't fuck with y'all.
Yes, but that's based on something else. That has nothing to do with the way I was raised.
I understand.
Yeah.
There's a lot of motherfuckers I don't fuck with in my family just because we see our ideals are totally different. But beside the point, my family hasn't put restrictions on what I could and couldn't be. That's one thing I can say the black fucking family doesn't do very often is put expectations on their children. Just like majority American whites don't really put expectations on their kids. They just expect them to do
the right thing.
Great in life. Just go ahead and say it.
Yeah, but when you say that that's a problem, that we don't put expectations?
Well, the problem with that problem is the construct that we in, social construct that won't allow us, right? That would be because kids do have autonomy. So, parent, you try to tell your kid to do something, he say no. What you gonna do, right? Here, in those other countries like Asia, they
live here. They live here and do that shit. Ruthless. Come on, they live here and do the same shit.
Friends like that, nigga. I don't know what the hell you talking about.
Yeah, they're not living in their own. They living in this fucking country and they doing the same shit.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, the way our ideology here in this country is to let the kids have the, I guess, move on their own ability, right? It's basically what our ideology is here. So that's why we don't really, hey, well, you're going to be a lawyer or you're going to be a doctor, right? We just like, okay, well, we send them to school and then whatever they pick.
Yeah, but wouldn't you say that's problematic though?
No,
and then we wonder why. Then we wonder why we're not succeeding in certain shit.
No,
because we're not pushing them.
Because we have.
Let me hold on. I'm sorry, Rufus.
Yeah.
But just think about this. You know how they say like, yo, kids like structure. They want to have order. They want discipline. I believe that shit because when you instill that shit as a man on your children, they follow that shit. They don't my kids don't be bucking back on a lot of shit that in my mind I be like, I'm doing it. And I'm like, I don't know if they're gonna be, but I'm still gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? And they be like, yo, daddy, I'm with that. That sounds good to me. And I'm like, they don't put it, but I have an expectation for them. And when I set the expectation, they actually meet it and they go beyond what I'm expecting of them.
So,
but I think if we don't do that, then we can't be sitting up there like, well, we don't have enough kids doing this and doing that.
So let me
but do you think they do that out of love for you? Your kids love you enough to take that extra step to please you. That is relational, brother, not transactional.
So yeah, let me respond, right? So E-Dub, I hear what you're saying. Kind of gonna, sorry, I apologize, OGDoDirty. Just gonna take a little trip around this corner real quick. For us to be trying to put our demands and expectations on our kids' future, not necessary, right? Because the numbers are the numbers, right? There are so many kids in every culture that's going to be disinterest. They're going to be rebellious, the minority. The average kid is going to be a citizen, an average citizen, right? Average. I don't care how you want to try to change your ideology. Well, I'm going to force you. The average kid's going to be what they're capable of, right? And then there's always going to be the minority of rich people. Just the name of the game, or high earners, right? That number has not changed in millions of years, and it's not going to change, right? So yeah, you can try to force your kids to be your dream or live through them, right? Ball, right? There's parents like that, and the kids sometimes they go, or most times they might go with it because they like it too. And a lot of kids like what their parents like in a lot of cases, right? But the thing of it is, you're going to have a small percentage that go against the grain, no matter how you look at it. That number will never change.
Yeah, but I just look at it like we be giving children so much autonomy when they don't know what they don't know nothing. They don't know what they like. They don't know nothing until they know. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
and it's like we be giving them so much autonomy, like they know they can make choices. No, the fuck how can they make choices if we say they not fully developed until 25, the frontal lobe or some dumbass shit.
So
you know what I'm saying? But how we expect so much out of them if we ain't put, like nobody, we gotta push these kids into other shit, man. That's how you get kids into STEM. That's how you get kids doing other shit. Not just be hoping they like that shit. They don't know they don't know nothing until you tell them. You know what I mean?
Okay, but the problem with your argument is most parents are going to send their kids off to school, and kids are going to spend 80% of their time at school while the parents work and keep the house and light bill on, right? So the school is pretty much raising your kid. Just to keep it real, right? The teachers, the staff, right? And then they come home to eat. You might have a conversation about their school a little bit, but for the most part, you're on your way to bed, right? So you got like 2 or 3 hours there. So there's just no way around that, right? Unless you can, the only way you can have more of that if you take homeschooling, right? And you take full responsibility and raise your kid, educate your kids. Now, do parents have the time to do that? With the economy the way it is? No. So It's impossible. Let me just say this again. It's impossible because you're literally sending your kids off for somebody else to manage them while you work and keep the house alive. So there's no way you can have that type of reach. Now you can try to, every time you see them, honing in, I want you, man, football, basketball, whatever, right? But at the end of the day, it's up to the kid. The kid's going to do what they inspire to do. Kids are going to do what they want to do because you're sending them off to school and you're leaving them to the school system to do what they do.
This nigga Rufus is crazy. Crazy, boy. So you send them up and just let them do what they do, huh?
But you have no choice.
Yeah,
right? Look at the Effie incident, right? And I'm not going to go into that heavily, but he was.
You ain't got to go into it. We ain't even.
I'm saying, the A student. He's A student. Everything, right? He's a parent's dream. Correct.
We ain't got to. Yeah. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but yet a situation happened, but out of his control, out of his parents' control, and now we're going to change his life forever. And it could, if it could be bad, negative way, or it could be a positive way. So he had to make an instinctive move to defend his life, what he thought at that time, regardless, and that's what happened, right? The parents could do nothing about it. So that's my point, right? Life happens.
So Kingdom might have had a question. Are kids obligated to step parents or foster parents who choose not to obligate to care for you, who is not obligated to care for you? Again, that all depends on the individual person and how, again, what they then went through. Because I had a step parent, so and it's different. You know what I'm saying? Some people grow up with them, some people don't, and the ones who do, they resent them. So it depends on what happens before then. So yeah, it's a whole. You got to know the whole little story of that. People in foster care, that's different. I ain't never really talked to nobody. I don't really got nobody like that. I got some cousins like that, but I didn't even realize it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see it no different. What about y'all? What y'all think about the question?
What was the question?
It's on the screen.
Oh shit, that shit little as fuck. God damn.
Are kids more obligated to step parents or foster parents who chooses not to obligate to care for you?
That is strictly transactional. If they're not doing their part in that circumstance, which I've always found step parents to be more of a transactional relationship, because the relationship is between the man and the woman or whatever they got set up, right? Versus the children anyway. The children are just kind of the accessory piece to that. So I've always considered step parents, foster parents, always to be more transactional than relational.
Nah, I mean, I like this. I look at it like, if you choose to be a part of that child's life, you know what I'm saying? Because some people might not even look at it as being a step parent. They look at it as, I might use the step, that's my child. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if you choose to do that, then it's like, it's the same difference. If that child is mine now, So I don't look at it as a step. If I choose to be a step parent or I choose to take on that role, that child mine now. It's no different from if I got my nieces and nephews with me for the day or I got them for the weekend. When them kids with me, they my kids. You know what I'm saying? I treat them just like they mine. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it.
I got the winning argument. This will give me the victory over ADS. I got a perfect situation that's going to make this point land. Now, in 2010, I went to jail. My daughter was born 2009, right? I went to jail 2010. And within that time, we fight my case, doing my violation. My baby mama got with another guy within that moment, right? And my daughter, even though I was right, she would come visit me here and there. And I would write her letters and stuff. She was only 1 or 2 years old. But the thing, and there was a brief second there where I was very hurt, right? Because she started calling the dude that was coming on my baby mama, because they spent an awful lot of time together. She started calling him daddy, right? Even though she knew who I was, but she called him daddy. Why? Because for her, the transaction of him being there and she's seeing him doing all these things to her, made him her daddy, even though biologically that was not her daddy. And this is at 2 or 3 years old, right? So I didn't get out, and she still calls him daddy, right? So we had a little, this was hurtful. I'm gonna go lie to you, it hurt me. But I fought it. I just kept fighting. And my baby mama bit into it and didn't check her and said, that's not your daddy. Don't be calling him daddy. She just let it go, right? Because she's the transaction of this man in their life. You know what I mean? And then once I got back active in my daughter, when I got to prison, and after years, a couple of years, then she started calling me daddy. Because now I'm doing the one do all the parks and do all these transact things for her. Now she no longer calls him daddy anymore. Right? Because now I'm the one, which is my responsibility, and I'm not saying he didn't do it by any ill intent, but she's my responsibility ultimately. And I stepped up to that because I just felt a certain type of way about my daughter calling another nigga daddy. Right? I was like, what the fuck? But I had to bring transactions to get that back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that ain't Ruthless. No disrespect though. It ain't the same though. You know what I mean? In my opinion, no, hold on for 1 second. The reason I say that is because my nigga, you was gone. You know what I'm saying? If somebody else is right there and she's hearing other peers and other children call it, my daddy's here, and then of course the man that's around, she gonna think it's her dad. You know what I'm saying? That's your fault for not being present. You know what I mean? For whatever reason that was.
I'm not blaming either. I'm not here to assign blame, right? My point is, even to my daughter who's 2 or 3 years old at the time, the act of transactions, that's what she looked at to be her daddy. That's my point.
Well, what you're basically basing this solely on, in this case, is a child's logic, right? Remember, a child's logic is equipped to, let's say 3 to 4 years old, reading, writing, and who feeds them, right? In a lot of cases, just coloring book type of logic. So I wouldn't have used that as a baseline for this particular case. Now, if you're talking about the child's mother, that's where the disrespect truly lies at in this case, right? That she would allow that. But for the child themselves, I mean, the child's logic isn't even remotely it's just starting to develop at that point. So saying that the child, might have caused that particular transaction, or you review it that way, it might be a little off on that.
What was crazy, ADS, is I was calling her every day. They had cell phones in the joint. I was calling my daughter every day, talking to her. But
that don't mean nothing. It wasn't a face to put with that. It wasn't a touch to put with that. A hug to put with that.
She came to visit me, E-Dub.
Yo, but you talking about a child though, Ruthless? Come on, dog.
I'm just making I'm not
like that was a terrible example.
E-Dub, listen to the message. I'm not putting a great responsibility on the child. My point is, humans by nature, they demand, even a little child, right? Demand some sort of reciprocation, which is a transaction to establish someone as someone. So even though I'm her blood father, and I was there, I literally cut her umbilical cord. And then when I went to jail, she was coming to visit me. Even though I was talking to her on the phone, right? She knew who I was, but because I was not completing these transactions, I was then shipped off, right? And replaced.
Ruthless, you didn't go to the military, my G. Like seriously, you said shipped off like you went to. Yo, this is different, man. Yo, you put yourself in a position that made you not be present. So you cannot even use a child not being present and then say, well, yeah, I cut the umbilical cord. You think she know that?
No, it's not.
She don't know none of that shit that you did. You wasn't there.
You're having a conversation about her. No, I'm not having a conversation about the psychological of. Does she know the difference? I'm just making a point of how humans view transaction as the establishment to establish anything with a person. So even now, let's flip it, right? There's her cousin, her daddy. He doesn't even ever come see his son. Know why? Because the transaction of his son, him not living there and being there every day, he doesn't want nothing to do with. He doesn't want anything to do with the child. So, well, my point just to say is, everybody demands something for somebody to be there, even if you're blood, even if that's your blood mom. But if she's not there, that's not your mom. The one who's there for me, this is my mom. Even, and this is to make it to a greater point, even niggas who have family, right, join gangs because gangs make them, give them the transactions in them that fulfills them. This is my family. That there ain't my family because they're not giving me the transactions I want. So my point is, this is what rules the world. Reciprocation rules the nation. Simple.
I can say one thing, Ruthless. Throughout me and my son's relationship, I have full custody of him, and he didn't reciprocate shit for the most part. That little nigga there, man, I had to be up at school. I felt like damn near every day when he was in the 3rd and 4th grade because he was constantly fighting fucking kids. And at the end of the day, as a father, you know, if this would have been anybody else in my life, I would have let their ass go because I ain't putting up with this shit. But for him, though, I had no problem doing it. You know why? Because I love my son unconditionally. There's a difference, Ruthless. If it's the relationship status isn't determined by the other person and their behavior in a lot of cases. It's determined by you and how you feel about that person, what you're willing to do for that person, right? Now, for the most part, you know, you're right. Most of this world's relationships are based off transactions. The vast majority of them are, right? But when it comes to your interconnections, those are relational. So, I mean, there's a major difference. And back to the stepdaddy thing, right? Back to the step parent thing. For me, if a woman had kids and I was dating her, the minute me and her broke that thing off, those kids are no longer, you know, saying in my purview. I don't even deal with the kids after breakups, you know. But everybody does that different, right?
Okay.
So I got another win. This is another easy win.
Boy, this nigga had a mind. Boy, this nigga just trying to do everything today, ain't he? Boy, say, boy, you better be able to say, Rufus, you better calm down now. But I got some good shit. Matter of fact, look. Go ahead and get what you gonna say off so I can get to the next one.
Okay, so, and this is once again an easy victory, right? Because when your son, right, walks out that house and you no longer, you know, pay for those bills, you're paying his rent and no more like that, right? You now have been demoted. You may be still his dad, right? He's cool with you, but you don't have the authority you once had. You don't have the same, because now he's able to handle his own transactions. He no longer needs you like he used to. So that now your relationship is still there. You guys probably still talk and stuff. I ain't gonna say that, but you can't tell him what to do no more. You don't have that same authority no more because why? You don't, those transactions that he used you for no longer needs you for. And that's just the way it is.
Ruthless, there's a biblical scripture that goes into this particular thought, right? Raise a child in the way they should go, and when they are old, they will not depart from it. I can still tell my son, if I need him to do something, say, Junior, would you, for a matter of fact, let me give you a better example. You know, my son texted me a couple days ago, asked me what I want for Father's Day. He said, Dad, what do you want? He said, I'll get you a laptop. I'll get you a computer. What do you want, Daddy? I told him, son, I just want you to be happy. Your presence alone is good enough for me. It doesn't require any money, anything of that nature. Just your time on Father's Day will suffice. That's love.
Oh, well, that nigga got all hard.
Give him a hug, Uncle Tom.
I got a fishing boat I'm putting together for mine. You know what I'm talking about?
OG, this nigga just explained. He said, what I can, my love is unconditional is based off what I can do for him. Do you think a transaction can't be one-sided?
You see what I'm saying? I just look, I'm telling them you gotta listen to what it, man. Look here, get them.
Tom, you do all this talk, but I know you do anything for your damn children. I know you'll do anything for your kids.
Nigga.
There you go.
That nigga, they're crazy. All right, y'all. Let's get to this. Let's get to this next shit before we get to all this crazy ass Diddy shit. I know y'all. We've seen some of this before. I think we're just gonna watch some of it, but the nigga started growing like a motherfucker. So I thought this one was funny as shit. So we're gonna go ahead and check it out.
Gonna be enough.
So what?
It's gonna be enough.
Hey man, I need
40?
40.
Hey, that's why I'm you, bro. I need that. Hey, hell yeah, I need that. You said 40 on one. I
got
need
you.
that, oh, bro.
I got you, my boy.
Look at my boy. You already know.
You know it.
Are you a real one? That's why everybody.
You know that, my boy. I got you.
Already know.
Look, if you freestyle, bro, I'll give you whatever you want for free.
Whatever I want for free. I got you. Really making me freestyle right now?
Come on, freestyle.
I'll say.
Prediction. Spoon, what you think he gonna do?
He gonna flop like a motherfucker.
You already yes. What you think he gonna do? You think he gonna come with some ill shit? Do you think what you think gonna happen?
I think he gonna motherfucker flake out. I don't think he can handle the pressure.
Wow. Rufus, what you think this young man gonna do? You think he gonna grab the motherfucking wall and start beating the nigga, start getting that whole nigga? Tell me what you think the nigga gonna do?
Yeah, I think he's African, yeah, so he's gonna get to it.
Oh, okay. All right.
7 block. We got Glocks, CashApp, and hit his top. Yo, suck, she eating. Big at Glock, I let it pop. These niggas talk shit, but ain't no shit, nigga. How about with this stick, nigga?
How I know that's a
let's do
freestyle?
a hit,
How
nigga.
I know that's a freestyle? I'll throw you a word and then freestyle off.
Man, watch out.
Yeah. Cheater.
That shit costs, man. You gotta let me go with this. That shit costs, man.
I ain't gonna lie, even though that was like.
Rate those bars, Tom.
I told you he's gonna get to it.
That was a goddamn foe. That nigga, that was a pre-written. So even though it was a pre-written, I give him a foe.
Yeah, I had the nigga sitting there about a 5'5". I ain't think he was gonna make it to a 6. I said, boy, this nigga doing bad. I mean, he did it, but I was okay. That part right there, he got you to a 5. You gonna say something? I gotta understand, or what? You know what I'm saying?
And one thing about the Africans, boy, once we get that opportunity for free, we're freestyle, breakdance, whatever you want.
This nigga ain't shit.
Straight pure ass, you got it. Come on, bro.
Both of these?
Yeah.
That's crazy. How's though?
Cause it was like basically it was too like spiritual, you know? And I ain't gonna lie, it's like if you do that and you spit bars and it's like the principles of the equity that comes within, you know? So it's like when you freestyle, you gotta throw off the David sponsors and the shebang original, you know? For real, bro. I'm a real rap legend.
Hey, let me get 5 on pump.
Can I fill you up on that one? On me?
That shit sound gay as hell. I ain't gonna lie.
What? I'm saying, like, can I fill you up gas?
That shit still sound gay. I don't even know if I want to answer that. I ain't
Why?
gonna lie to you.
How?
What you mean?
Like, I want to fill up your gas tank.
Go ahead.
I bet.
You mind?
I'm dead serious.
Man, what?
Let me get 2 packs of Blue Drain Dutchess.
2 packs of the Blue Drain? Here, it's gonna be $3.50. Hey, you gay?
Hell no.
What do you mean?
Hell no, what you asking me some shit like that for?
I'm saying because you look like it a little bit.
Man, don't play with me like that. I don't get down like that, bro.
For real?
You see where we at?
Yeah.
We on 69. Don't play with me like that, bro.
You not no gang man.
Come outside.
Nah, I'm just saying you a gay.
Nah, come outside.
I'm just saying.
Don't play with me like that, bro.
I'm just saying you a gay member.
Come outside, bro. Don't play with me.
You a gay member?
I'm a street nigga.
Yeah.
I'm a street nigga. I get down in the streets. Don't play with me, bro.
So you're a real gay member?
Don't play with me.
Oh, so I'm saying like, why you so mad?
That nigga gay.
Yeah, he tried that nigga on that shit. He tried his ass.
That nigga funny in the bitch, bro. I say, bro, this nigga ain't shit. I knew a nigga like this. I used to go to a corner store like they're real cool with them niggas, man. Yeah, man, they let you get anything. And you get so good with them niggas because you spend so much money till you cash your checks there, nigga. You hustle in front of that bed. You buy food out that bed, nigga. Do everything out that motherfucker. Nigga, shit, you down there work with them motherfuckers. When shit go down, you can give them a call. Say, man, you swing that around in my Grand T high. I got you, Stu. I'll be around there in just a minute. Real player type shit. Just saying. That nigga
Damn, that ran Ruthless ass off, didn't it?
Oh yeah, he ain't want to hear nothing like that.
I see.
Cause you steady playing.
How am I playing?
You steady calling motherfuckers gay.
Now I was asking if you was a gay member.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
No, hold on. No. What you say again?
I said, is you a gay member?
Nah.
What you mean?
Nah.
You not no gay member?
Nah.
Okay. Without goofy head?
Goofy head? I look goofy?
A little bit.
A little bit? You wanna know why?
Why?
I need these glasses on. Look.
Yo, what happened?
They called me, man.
Why? What happened?
Huh?
What happened?
They called me like a gang.
Who?
don't know.
But you're not no gang member though.
I'm not.
Who caught you liking? The ops?
Type shit.
Where they at?
They was hating on me. Shit, they out. They not anywhere close by here.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got me?
Hell yeah.
Boy, that nigga shit was fucked up. Lordy, yes. Would you be walking around with glasses and your eye look like that?
Nigga, I would not be walking around at all. That's why I ain't go out last night. I got this damn thing on the side of my face. Oh, hell no. I ain't gonna let you see me like this, you know?
This nigga crazy. That nigga, why you gotta look your best all the time so you don't want a motherfucker see you for you? Nigga, you don't want to show her the real side of you, son. You trying to hide.
Nigga,
You trying to hide.
nigga, I'm always tracking and macking. No, nigga, I'm always trapping. No, I'm always trapping and macking, nigga. I'm always trapping and macking. Always. So when you see me top tier, nigga, top notch. You know what I'm saying? You don't see me when I'm down, you see me when I'm up.
Let me tell you something, boy.
That's okay. All true ballers strike out every now and then. You can't let that slow yo roll. You got to pick up that pimp stick and keep on swinging.
That's a whole fact. Yeah, talking about the fucking glasses. Nigga, shut your face. Nigga, I've been through it. You know, talking about soldier out here. You know, talking about pussy in work. You know, talking about look at the face.
I got you.
Yeah. Type shit. Let me get a pack of blunts real quick.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. The ops some goofies, bro.
They bogus as hell, right?
Hell yeah. You know them or not?
They was just on some hate type shit.
Like some random people?
Just random as hell. Yeah, they hating on me for some.
Black, white, Hispanic.
Damn.
Were you drunk?
I wasn't drunk. Shut up.
You were walking. You were at a bar. You were at a.
I was at a baby shower, and I was walking to the store.
Where was this?
Damn, I nigga got popped at a baby shower.
On his way to the stove. Got punched in his eye and shit. You hear me? That fucked up. Why we out here punching people in the eyes? What's good with your trash media? Niggas out here punching niggas in the eyes and shit, getting niggas. Man, what's going on? Got that nigga
looking too hard. He looking too hard. He's looking too hard at something.
What we looking at the baby show?
I don't know. Maybe one of those baby mamas up in there. He's looking at the wrong baby mama. One of them niggas got him on back end.
Oh, that shit, that's sad, Lord, that he is. Boy, what the world coming to with niggas socking niggas in the eyes and shit? Just because he had a baby shower looking at his baby mama.
Nigga, it might be too much. Some niggas don't like that shit at all. You know that, OG. Some niggas don't like that shit. They don't like when you fuck with their baby mama. You already know saying being too friendly. Them niggas come over and say something to your ass. You know, like, hey man, what's up with you? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he might have said the wrong thing to the wrong baby mama. And that nigga said, the minute your ass step up out of here, I'm gonna see you. And now he missing a whole eye.
Yeah, nigga, I fucked up, boy. They ain't had to do him like that. They ain't had to do him like that.
So you don't know if they're Mexican, white, black, Hispanic?
Everything happened so quick.
You were knocked out?
Nah, hell no, they ain't knocked me out.
So you were just covering up?
No, I was fighting back.
You better get it.
Hell yeah.
You better get it back.
Down. And the reason why I got like this because they had to like a can in my eye.
Oh yeah.
Like a beer can.
Damn. Hey, good luck, bro. I'm so sorry that happened to you.
Good, Brody. Shit,
hey, do you mind if I post that?
Go ahead, my boy. I'm gonna.
Sure.
Yes.
Nah, cause you need to understand, bro. I be respecting people's, businesses.
Oh, yeah, I know. Nah, it's cool.
You don't want your business out there. You don't want a black guy out there. It's all good. I won't post it.
It's cool, bro. Go ahead, post it.
Hello.
My boy.
Hello.
Can I get channel pump 6?
Yeah. You mind if I?
Looking like airtime, huh?
Do you mind if I give you guys for free?
Giving me gas for free for?
I'm feeling
His
good.
daddy gonna fire his ass.
You lying?
I'm dead serious.
OG. His daddy gonna fire his ass because you know that's one of them Arab son running that stove, right?
Bro, this nigga, bro, I don't even think his daddy even care right now. As much money as this nigga making on YouTube, bro, he making hella money on YouTube. I know this nigga making hella money on YouTube. So I thought Turtle was gonna be up here and Spoon and all them. But yeah, this nigga, bro, he got 1.6. He got 1,160,000.
Damn.
Yeah, he got 117,000 views in 7 days on this video, fam. The nigga don't miss. The nigga out there. When I say this, I say, oh yeah, the boy getting some. Hey man, say player. Hey, we rock with your shit over here. Your shit funny. Do not hit me with the copyright straight. I am promoting your page right now. You know what I'm talking about? Make sure you tell them. Let me tell you what you tell them. You know what I'm saying? When they say something.
OGDoDirty, let me hear.
fact, you tell them OGDoDirty led you here. I want to hear that come across your video. So if you see this video, I should have put your name in the title or something like that. I might go back here and do it, like put the little hashtag, a little what you call it. And then, you know what I'm saying, you can come on over here, you know what I'm saying, send me 10,000 people. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it, you got enough money. Support us at the bottom. You know what I'm talking about? Send me, buy me 5,000 or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Just look out for your boy. Make me look good out here on YouTube Street. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, show the growth. You know what I'm talking about? Hook me up. You know what I'm saying? What they be saying on YouTube. But yeah, he up there, Lord Idiot. This boy ain't playing with the content.
He ain't no joke.
So he can give out that free gas. He can give out that free gas. Yeah, they ain't hurting him at all. He probably throwing a little money in his daddy's pocket and writing that shit off. His daddy's smart. Look, so you know this is what's happening. You know he doing shit and his daddy directing him on how to do shit on the legal side. Nigga ain't stupid. Nigga probably writing this shit off, nigga.
And plus, it's right there in his daddy's store. That's free marketing.
That's what I'm saying. I like it. I fucks with it. I don't know his story. I don't even know if it's his daddy's store with it, but it sounds good. But if it is, hey, bro, you got it. You got to win them. Chicken dinner. And if you own this store, my good sir, just for smart as shit. That's all I can tell you. Because I'm pretty sure you done bought you a whole store with that.
I want you to notice something, OG. I want you to notice something, OG, that now that we're talking about it, it's sticking out to me a little bit. He got the Cheetos, the 25-cent, 50-cent Cheetos in view, and he got the backwoods right where you can see them in the video. He wants you to know we got backwoods and Cheetos, nigga. Come up in here. Yeah, free gas, nigga. Come up in here.
Well, you know they got Dutchess because a nigga just got a pack of them Supreme Dutchess, nigga, from the back. Nigga, them motherfuckers $1.70 something, nigga, pack. You know, damn it. I mean, they high, but they high. God damn it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, some people, man, that's just what, for 2 or 1, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, come on now. I'm good with you. Yeah, man, that's off the chain right there. You can't beat them. Can't beat them with a stick. You know what I'm talking about? Because you're gonna get different, you're gonna get straight content because everything gonna be new every day. Now you might have some people realize that they YouTube famous for being on YouTube, but everybody else, man, they coming in here, bro. You winning. You winning every time. I don't know why nobody thought of it. He first one. I don't know if he was the first one to think of this. That was smart. Got to give it to you, brother. You did something with this.
You dead ass?
Yeah.
Put that on everything you love.
I'll put that on my non-existent children.
Is you fun? Come on, cause you playing right now.
What you mean? I got you. Go ahead. Go ahead. What pump?
Alright.
What pump?
If I have to come back in here.
You're not gonna have to come back in here.
Alright.
Yeah. You want the high or the regular? Nah, he don't like
the
high.
regular. Yeah, you got it.
You know that.
This, and that's it.
Hey, bro.
What's up?
Okay, your total, you got the B Polishes, and then you got that too, right? Your total is $13.38.
Perfect.
Can I pay for it?
Yeah, you can pay for it.
I got you.
I appreciate that.
Hey, bro, let me get back good time.
Good time? Damn, bro, you too young to be smoking.
Man, what's on about, bro? Give me a pack of good times right now.
Why you being so hostile, bro?
Check it out, folks. Give me a pack of good times.
Why you so hostile?
Bro, trying to smoke, trying to get fried. What is you on?
You too young.
All right, folks. Let me get a lighter, folks.
Get his ass about
I do it lighter.
Let me get a lighter, folks. Check it out.
It's gonna be 125.
All right, so let's.
Why you so mad, bro?
Man, all that, I'm just trying to smoke, for. What are you talking about?
Why you mad at me, though?
So I'm just trying to get fried, for. You keep playing, for.
How am I playing?
Give me my lighter, for. Let me go.
Huh?
Give me my lighter. Let me go. You already know. I don't know, that nigga just went through, so what's the word?
You good? Hey, you have a blessed day, my brother.
Nigga, what the this?
What you mean?
Nigga, the youth is cool.
What you mean?
Nigga, this pink ass lighter, folks.
Come on, bro, chill. What you doing?
Nigga, stop playing with me, folks.
How am I?
Man, give me a lighter, folks.
I'm not playing with you, bro.
Give me a real man, folks.
Come on, bro.
That nigga, the youth is cooked,
hey,
nigga.
come on. What the hell is you doing, bro?
The youth is cooked, nigga.
Give me a lighter.
Go ahead. Hey, you have a blessed day, bro.
Bitch ass nigga.
Let me get 35 on folks.
Boy, this shit crazy. That nigga, that fool Wayne. Think
That
about
nigga
shit,
right there, bro. He's spazzing out though, OG. That ain't no weed addiction there. Niggas, niggas that smoke weed don't act like that.
The nigga Chaser said over a pink lighter. Yes, sir. Yeah. Hey, you see it, trash? Yeah. Yeah. See, we showing that other stuff, man. Well, OGDoDirty gonna give you the real niggas right here. You know what I mean? Yeah. They don't know none of the YouTube shit we be talking about, right, yo, boy? None of that. Them niggas on that thing don't even realize what they looking at right now. Don't even realize it. Nigga, you can be plugging your motherfucking self right now and eating. I wish this nigga was in my area because every time I walk in that store, I have on an Eyes TV or OGDoDirty whole fit. Hey, check your boy out. Subscribe to the page. I'm going to have the same amount of motherfucking boys say, nigga, man, these niggas, I be trying to get everybody. Good marketing, though. But you're right. That nigga got everything right there. Lord, yeah.
Nigga, that's all the essentials. I want you to see this, OGDoDirty. He got the roll-ups. He make sure he got the little bites. Nigga, he got the assortment of backwoods, nigga. I mean, we talk about every flavor, nigga, backwoods, you know what I'm saying, nigga need, right? And he also got the Black and Miles. You see the Black and Miles down there, too?
Yeah, I see him.
Yeah, he making sure y'all know we got what you need. Yeah.
The only thing I don't see on that bid, nigga, is a Newport advertisement anywhere. Nigga, you know that they got them ports in there. Gotta have a Newport. Now, if this is Ohio, then you only can buy them in Rosenberg. That's fucked up. You can't buy them in Columbus. Crazy or something. Nigga don't sell menthol cigarettes up there. What? I said, oh, this is some bullshit. I had to drive 30 minutes and get some motherfucking Newport. That was crazy. I know to bring my own packs.
This is my question. You know, me personally, I don't smoke Newports no more. I quit smoking Newports probably about 5-6 years ago. I might smoke a Newport here and there while I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I might light one up, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to bar, so I'm about to have about 2 or 3 drinks. Because it does enhance the experience. It really does, you know, right? But if you, I mean, why just get rid of Newports? I mean, if you still selling Cools, nigga, if you still selling Salem's, if you still selling, you know, saying this other shit, then it's defeating the purpose, right? That's just spiting niggas. That's just being spiteful. You know, if you sell it, you sell it. If you don't, you don't, right? Yeah.
This nigga crazy, dog. That nigga Tip said he do the green and the yellow backwood. I don't fuck. Oh man, look at him. Look at him. Loading up them boosted blunts. Man, ain't nobody got time for that. 4 grand.
35 on 4. Hey, you go, bro. It went through.
It went through?
Yeah.
But I ain't paid for it yet.
Nah, I'm gonna pay for it.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh man, thank you, G. I've been going through a lot of shit. Thank you.
For real?
Hell yeah.
Love, my boy. You good, bro? It's on me. And my boy, you remember when you crashed out on me?
Yeah.
Why was you so mad?
Man, I was low-key still mad about that shit, man. What you mean?
Why you say that?
What you calling me good boy and shit?
Nah, but you know, I never got the chance to tell you. You know, like I be recording on YouTube and stuff like that.
Damn, for real,
yeah,
man?
You know that video was on YouTube, bro.
I swear,
hey, look.
Let me see, man. You lying, man.
These right here. Can you pass me them?
I got you. Damn!
Good little boy. It's gonna be 125.
Hey, hold on. What you just say?
I just said good little. You know, you my boy.
Nah, that ain't what I just heard. What you just said, bro. Damn, I was that bad, bro.
Yeah.
All right, that's my bad, gang. I ain't know you was recording. My bad, my boy. My bad, bleed.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I was hoping you would've catch me outside or some shit, bro.
Man, damn, nah, you good, bleed. I ain't know you was recording.
Nah, you good, bro. Love, my boy. Y'all together, right?
Yeah.
How long y'all been together?
Been together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like friends?
Nah, like
damn.
Like boyfriend.
You calling niggas out, brother. You can call niggas out.
He fucked that nigga head up, bro. That's fucked up, bro. That nigga, why you do him like this, Spurn? Why you do him like that?
I mean, that was funny. Hey, how long y'all been together?
What? He's about to give him an answer. What? Yeah, think about it, brother. Oh, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, that's not funny, bro. Yo, no, man. How long y'all been together?
About like what? Like five? No, like 4.5 years.
That's decent. I support it. Hey, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's not taking much. Try again, bro.
Let me get a pack of your dark banana. Cause you don't got dark white, do you?
Nah.
No.
Hey, friend, you drove here?
Huh?
You drove here?
Yeah, hell yeah. No.
Your gas ain't good?
Your gas?
No, your gas. Huh?
I don't need that.
You sure?
I mean, I do, but...
Can I fill you up?
You can.
I bet.
Clock that T.
But why everybody been doing this lately? I don't know what that means.
Clock that T. I mean, hello, fuck that shark shit.
I want to clock that T. You know that.
Oh, crap.
All right, go on, Pump.
Hey, that
Go
shit
on.
retarded as fuck, dog.
What you know about that? What you know about that shark?
I don't know shit. That shit was fucking retarded. I know that for a fact.
You know about that, nigga?
You be doing that shit?
Nah, I seen motherfuckers do it, though. I wanted the same thing. I was like, what the fuck I had to ask? You know what I'm saying? I got to be infirmed. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be lost in the sauce. You know what I'm talking about? You doing something I got to know, nigga.
Hell, that mean you get old, nigga.
No, that just mean I'm not out there in the streets like that. I got to stay.
Yeah, that mean you old, nigga. You in the house,
bro.
nigga.
Gotta tune in. Yeah, because I'm up here with your ass all the goddamn time. You keep being outside. Thank you. I guess thank you. I gotta add
being outside ain't what it used to be. I tell you that goddamn much.
Amen.
Fuck that. I'm outside right now. It's raining, goddamn. I'm ready to be in the house.
It's crazy. Shanti. You know that yes, you see that little girl doing that, you better run, nigga. Get away from there, boy. She ain't in.
Yeah, she got a whole bonnet on, nigga. Nah, nigga.
He said, nah, nigga.
Yeah. The noodles and the fries?
Yeah.
Hey, y'all together?
Yeah.
How long y'all been together?
Man, how long we been together? Hey, stop playing with me, Aki. Your ass tweaking, bro.
What you mean, Ak?
Hey, alhamdulillah, mashallah, we don't even play like that. Me and we together. Nah, this is my cutty, man. You tweaking.
Oh, damn, my bad.
Out west, your ass tweaking, man. You play with the goof at it from out south, bro.
My bad, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie. I thought y'all was gay.
Gay? Hey, look, Muslims don't do that shit.
You Muslim? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my brother. Assalamu alaikum, my bad, brother. Give me a hug. Give me a kiss, bro. Give me a kiss.
Give me a kiss?
Come on, bro.
Hey, your ass playing.
Come on, bro. We like this, bro. We locked in like this, bro. Come on, bro. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
No, he better be careful, OG, with that one. He better be careful with that nigga there, because he might actually wait for him till he get off work. That nigga right
Give me a kiss, nigga. Give me a kiss. Yeah.
Nigga got that nigga ready to crash out. Nigga, he ain't ready to put that thing on that nigga, man. Yeah, Lord Jesus, bro. That nigga gotta stop. That shit,
Yeah,
bro.
You can look at that nigga's eyes that you can tell he mean business when he talk. When he talk, he get mad, he's still business.
Damn, bro. That shit just bring back memories. That's all it do. No niggas like this, man. We work with this shit, man.
Yeah, that's that type of nigga right there that'll meet your ass after school, nigga. You think you safe? You ain't never safe with them type of niggas. You ain't never safe. They'll catch your ass at your mama house.
Well, wouldn't you say they have a relationship there based on friendships, huh?
Yes, sir.
So asking them how long they've been together would wouldn't be an inappropriate question. I mean, I don't know why they took it that far. I mean, they just got a relationship, right? They loyal.
They cousins. They cousins. Let's make sure we get that context right, Uncle Tom, on this. They cousins.
What that supposed to mean?
Bounded by blood.
By blood. I mean, there's no optional choice. That's your blood, nigga. You got to put up with this
okay.
shit.
Oh, okay. So you saying there ain't no such thing as kissing cousins?
Oh, Lord.
There better not be. Those niggas better not be kissing cousins.
Oh, now it's not. They better not be. So you inferring some shit that wasn't even inferred. All I asked you is there such thing as kissing cousins? I didn't say they were what.
This nigga crazy, dog.
Nah, that shit funny though. I would laugh my ass off.
Come on, bro.
Hey, mom, get on your
bro, you gotta.
That's no real Muslim.
Come on.
No
look at that nigga's eyes.
Nah,
look at that nigga's eyes.
It's all good. Kiss on the cheek.
Yeah, that's business, nigga.
Stop playing on me.
Come on, bro.
Hey,
come on, bro. We supposed to. Come on, nah. I don't even want no smoke. Go ahead, bro. I love you, bro.
Yeah.
I love you.
Be safe, bro.
Peace, bro. Peace and love, bro. What up, Goofy?
Who?
You.
What's up, Goofy?
How I'm playing with you?
For real, bro. Don't call me no Goofy, bro.
Why you say that?
For real, bro.
No, but why you say that?
For real, bro. Then I ain't disrespect you, bro. Don't do no shit like that.
Nah, my bad, bro.
No playing shit, bro. Give me a 3-pack of backwoods, bro.
My bad, bro.
Nah, for real.
I thought you was a little bit geeky.
Nah, I ain't no kid, bro. I'm a grown ass man, bro. For real. Pass me a pack of backwoods, bro.
And please don't hurt me, bro.
Pass me a pack of backwoods, bro. That's all I need.
Five pack?
Give me what I need, a 3-pack of backwoods.
You would do me a favor?
Nah, I ain't doing no favors. I don't got no favor to give.
Come on, bro.
Come on, man. Just give me what I just came here for. I just came
We got another guest coming to the panel.
OGDoDirty, let me hear.
How you doing?
OG, I'm about ready to drop, brother. I got something to do this afternoon. If y'all still up, I'll jump back up here.
All right,
Good talking to you.
All right. What's good with the 10, man?
I think your guest didn't like me. Just fucking around.
Oh, okay.
Just been gardening, man. I'm turning my yard into a food place.
Oh, that's what's up.
Man. Pandemic taught me some lessons.
Oh, that's what's up.
Right? Yeah. And then I can give my friends and family food, and you know, if you get a big yard that's kind of swampy, and it's pretty much perfect to grow vegetables, and I've planted blackberry bushes and rhubarb and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, that's what's up.
So, I already been watching for a few minutes. Kissing cousins. I'm up to date. Let's rock.
Okay, cool.
here to get my blunt. I ain't coming no extra shit, bro.
My bad, bro. Go ahead. You can tap.
Give me 2 packs of purple BLK.
2 packs of the purple BLKs. Hey, y'all together?
No, don't fucking play with me like that, bro.
Yeah, we together.
What you talking about? Hey, stop playing, bro.
What you mean?
What's wrong with you?
We together. This my man.
Hey, I don't even play like that, fam. I'm from the hundreds. I don't play like that, bro. Don't talk to me like that.
Nah, I'm just saying, like, y'all shopping together.
Yeah, this is my man.
Man, I'm not your motherfucking man. It's on your motherfucking brother. Don't talk to me like that, bro. Hey, don't play with him like that, bro, because I don't know what's up with him.
Oh, so you're not gay?
No, I'm not gay.
Damn.
I'm pussy, bro.
That's his man.
My bad, bro.
Say hello, cool new.
My bad, bro. You look a little geeky, though.
Man, I don't look like no motherfucking geeky, bro. Don't even look at me
Man,
like
we need
that,
some
bro.
Dutchies.
Don't you act like you like trainees or something, bro. Don't fuck
Hey, check it out. Let me whisper in your ear. Check it out.
What?
Man, he whispering your ear.
Nah, we need them Dutchies. Hold on. Come back with them blunts. Come back.
Hold on.
That was fucked
Damn,
up.
you too quick to pay. Why you want to pay so bad?
Because shit, who gonna pay for it?
Me? Let me see what you just put it down. I look, your stuff right there, plus the cat food on the ground, is gonna be $35.
Okay.
Y'all mind if I pay for it?
You not for real. You not for real.
I'm so for real.
You not for real.
I'm just asking for permission.
Yes, you can.
I got ya.
I did it. $35.
Huh?
All it takes, look, they about ready to throw their drawers off at that.
No, for real.
That's sad.
They ready to throw their drawers off of that nigga for $35.
That's what you see, Tom.
Yeah, hell yeah.
From what I've heard, pussy's $45 an hour, so you know.
No, it ain't. That's like grade B pussy. That shit right there, like C&1/2. That shit fucking $22, nigga. What we doing here?
Oh, that's sad. Sad, bro.
All right, what you think, Carl?
You know I don't even talk like that, brother. We ain't even. He ain't even
How much
go there.
How much you think that costs right there? Why? Yeah.
What the why, boy? About 60.
You a goddamn. Oh, 60 for the both of them? Oh, okay.
No, 60 a piece.
Oh, you a lie. You lying to me, nigga. All I need is a motherfucking blunt and some Dutchess, nigga. Yeah, blunt and some Dutchess, nigga. That's all it takes for them two. What we doing?
The wrong thing, says the wrong people.
Get the fuck out of here,
You
dog.
gotta go to some cat food and cat litter, nickel.
That's even worse. Nigga. 35 for the both of them. That mean it. 17.50 a piece,
You
nigga.
gotta get the ones like I get, man. You gotta get the big cans. You know, not the can, but the one that come in the tub, the yellow tub, nigga with the gray top.
17.50 a piece. I wasn't off by too much, nigga. I wasn't off by too much.
the absorbent with the odor and all that good shit. Get the good shit. Don't get the bags. You know what I'm saying, man?
Man,
Step it up, Tom. Step it up.
17.50 a piece. I got you. I get it.
Yeah, man. You gotta
Just
step
enough to get some
it up.
cat food and some Dutchess, nigga.
Mm-hmm. We gotta do better. You know what I'm
No, I
saying?
don't. No, I don't.
Shit, we got a car out there on another cup.
Y'all want gas too?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How much?
$10. Just $10.
I want to get y'all fill up. 40, I got you. I'm gonna put 40.
You ain't gonna put 40 on that for real.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Why you so in shock? Damn.
Thank you, sir.
She's drinking.
Because what?
Look what she's drinking.
Because ain't nobody need enough for.
She's drinking pluck.
Boy, them panties ready.
It's Minute Maid juice. Nigga used to walk around with the water bottle filled with
Do you
that
think
pluck,
they're like worn out in the front, like eating away a bit from the Massingale all that time?
I don't know what that even means, but I know it's 17.50.
Yeah, I'm lost like.
And he do. Listen, they ain't never had a nigga pay $40 for them in gas. Them motherfuckers about ready to throw. Listen, they about ready to sit on his whole face.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
See, this is why I find it weird. How come
more than that?
straight dudes? Sorry.
Go ahead.
How come straight dudes know less about the JJ than gay dudes a lot of times?
Because we don't care that much.
Just
care about the holy shit. All I know if that bitch is we good to go. Yeah.
As long as it sounds like macaroni in a pot.
It's a fact. Yeah. That's a whole motherfucking fact.
For us in a long time. We just get all this stuff for free and I get to save my money.
I got you. Karen, that's all you getting?
BK School, I got $3.80.
Can I pay for your stuff? Can I pay for it?
You pay for yours?
I can pay for it? Hell yeah. Thank you so much.
You pay for everything. That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
Look at them twigs, boy. Did you see him?
Oh, that old lady about ready to throw them teeth at that nigga.
Look at that water, crazy. Boy, Hennessy shirt on too. You hear me? We don't know. That's Hennessy shirt. You only get those by order, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, they send you those, nigga, for being an outstanding member.
Yeah,
she got that with a coupon out of the beer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got to be a member, sir, to do this
for
shit.
Sure.
You know what I'm talking about? And most people don't be knowing. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, my cousin had a Crown Royal. He had a whole Crown Royal package. Sent that nigga, dog. You gotta know how to do. You gotta know what you're doing. You gotta hit the just like Newports, man. I had a partner that fuck with Newport so strong, nigga. He was all on their website doing all type of shit. It's Nick crazy. The only dirty bitches you Duchess.
You know that. You know that. You good on gas?
Yeah, I'm good on gas.
All right.
Wow, what you got going on?
I want to give you gas.
How much?
How much you want?
Shit, give me some gas.
All right, I'll pull over to pump 3.
I bet.
All right, bet. And 20 on 1.
Hey, can I pay for your gas? What?
You pay for my gas?
Yeah.
For what?
I'm feeling generous today. Have a blessed day.
You too.
Ah, damn, I don't get no thank you.
I said thank you.
No, you didn't.
I said God bless you.
He did? He did? Now you good, brother. Have a blessed day, my brother.
Nigga said, I said, God bless you. Did you hear God bless you in there?
I didn't hear that shit, but he might have said it. I don't know.
Well, let me go ahead and hit it real quick. Get it up, we gotta get it going.
Man, fuck all you hoes. Fuck you and your mammy and your granny too.
All right, Tense Man. They hit you, brother. You already know what it is. You're 20 minutes in the box. Got got to sit you down for a minute. But again, you can sit in the back or you can wait and then come back up here when your time is up. I already got it marked down. I see where it is now. I'll bring you back up when your time is over with. On site, as always, you know, HR don't play no type of building, no type of bullshit. She always on standing on business. So I feel sorry for you, brother, but it is what it is. You got to sit back there. Salute, salute, salute. All right, so that was what I was going with Dex, and we was already talking about relationship because when them niggas was up here ruthless and all the rest of them, I was going to say that's the type of relationship that police need to have with the goddamn people. Now, you ain't got to give shit out. You just got to have a decorum with a motherfucker. Who would you think, Tom, if I asked you a question, who you think got a better relationship, him or the police?
Oh, absolutely, them.
Crazy, ain't it?
Yeah. And he ain't did nothing special. Pay a couple fucking $40 every now and again.
Mm-hmm.
And he ain't even had to pay. He can talk shit to him, still have a good relationship with the motherfuckers. It's just, but here's the thing: you got to throw in those arrest powers as well too. So of course, a motherfucker's not gonna like that these other motherfuckers have arrest powers and just don't know how to fucking act. You know, sometimes it ain't out. Sometimes it's not always doing your job. Sometimes it's doing your job and actually having, what'd you say, the decorum and being able to fucking talk to someone. It's all about your reactions and your communication with a person. That changes the whole outcome of any situation, is how you respond to someone and how you talk to someone. I would say.
I agree with you. I didn't see, like I say, this is the first one. Eventually I'll find more. I just thought this one was funny. I was watching it earlier, so I was like, okay, we'll go ahead and watch it. But he got ones where he just argued with motherfuckers, and he'll say something to him like he did on the one video, and he don't give them nothing. He just let them pay for their stuff, and he let them go. So it's different ones. We're gonna end up checking a little bit more out, you know what I'm saying, at different times. But we're gonna go ahead and get it to the main thing, since we still got people here. We still got 20-something over there on X, 12 over here on YouTube. So let's get to what the main topic, which is the Diddy shit. Well, I guess we can hear from different ones. You seen anything new besides what LA been showing? So did you see anything different?
No, I ain't gonna lie to you that I did. I don't even watch that shit like that. I wait for LA and y'all's updates because them shits be funny.
Okay, well, we're gonna go at a different little route today. Hopefully, Turtle will pull up on us, and he might have something he want to play or something from that side that he didn't found and ran into. But you know, I haven't seen nobody really talk about it. Joe Rogan was talking about it with this one dude, so we're gonna go over there and look at that a little bit. So you know, now I don't know if this is true or not, but I haven't heard too many people say it. But you're gonna hear a little bit of hints about it when it comes to Joe Rogan and all them. They're gonna be talking about this video about Pimp C and all the motherfuckers. Now, do you think this is true, that the video that Pimp C said that he had with Beyonce and some other body at one of these parties, which is supposed to have been a Diddy party, that he bought from somebody, that she was doing nefarious things in there, and it was brought up in the Diddy trial?
Absolutely. If you look at my shit across the social media, that is Beyonce in front of Diddy. So yeah, I do think Beyonce was doing something strange for a piece of change. I mean, she is off up on that devil worship shit, just like her husband. So yeah.
Yeah, social media Beehive gonna be coming for me in time. I'm telling you that right now. So this is what they said on here. Now this is a Culture Spiel. I don't know who they is. I'm checking them out. I'm reviewing it. I will be writing something there for them. Let them know, please don't copyright strike me and all that, like I always do everybody else. Hopefully they let your boy make it. We're gonna try to play it. It's only 13 minutes long. You know what I'm saying? We'll try to get 2-3 minutes in, stop it, start talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So forth, or whatever we want to stop it. But let's hear what they had to say about Pimp C, Beyonce, a fair named in Diddy trial. See if they got any factual statements that's going to go along with what we already know.
Child, people who were in Houston when there were rumors of a Pimp C tape know who was loose. And you know who they're talking about? Drum rolls, please. the one and only Beyonce. Allegedly.
Who was in this Pimp C tape?
All I can tell you, there was a famous R&B chick, and it was a guy that was getting money at the time. And, you know, Pimp, he used to be in the studio. And every now and then he'd have a camcorder, so he was able to get some footage. And he wanted to do something with the footage, but I don't know why he didn't do nothing with it, but if I could have got a hold of that tape, I'd be a billionaire, man. Hey, whoever it was, they had to kill me, man. I know TMZ would have paid a bank for that one, man. But yeah, it is a tape, and if you read the comments, a lot of people figured out. A lot of people figured out because, you know, people that was in Houston at the time, they know who was a little loose.
And that's not even the worst part. Based on some whispers making rounds, Beyonce's name is going to come up pretty heavily in Diddy's trial, and prosecutors are going to...
See, now this is the part. Now, I haven't heard nobody pull up her name, but one thing I did notice is they giving motherfuckers immunity on their name. Like they letting people use fake names. Did y'all hear about that? Or did you?
Yeah, because they had that one chick that went by Mia, whatever the fuck that bitch name is.
So when the fuck did this start happening?
They've been doing it for a while. Like they don't like it depends on what they're doing. Like when they do for kids, they use child or some stupid shit where they don't have to say their name, where it's not put on open record. Yeah. But this is a federal case too, so it go by different set of rules, I guess.
Yeah, that's I ain't get that part. So even when it come out on so even if they saying it right now, Mia and all this other stuff that they want to say, they want to get his fake name. When it comes out on paper, do they still use Mia? Do they still use those fake names, or do they put their real information down? That's the part that threw me off.
They'll still probably use their fake name until it gets like unsealed, or if I don't even know if it's sealed or anything like that. I don't even know why they give these motherfuckers names where they can use their name. I just don't understand it.
Yeah,
because you have the right to face your accuser. So I guess by him being in court facing his accuser, they don't have to use a regular name.
But he can
I don't know. That shit's weird.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so that's the part I didn't get, right? So you letting the people use a fake name, but you acting like Diddy's not in the courtroom when y'all having these proceedings. Like I haven't seen a where they let somebody come in who's going to be a witness, because usually when they don't do that, they just don't allow you to come up there. I don't know if the judge will use a written statement or whatever else, you know what I'm saying, for children and stuff like that. But I know when it comes to people being inside a courtroom, you can't have somebody sitting up there with a veil in front of them. Like they put a cover over this motherfucker when they came up there and just heard them speak, and only person could see him is the judge or something, and nobody else could. That's the part. That's the part I'm asking right now. Like I need somebody to try to explain that, because I'm not the smartest person. But they giving them fake names, but they act like they not seeing them in courtroom testify.
But I think like the federal court is sealed. That's why that's why they're not letting them use their real name besides Cassie, because it doesn't even make sense, because me is an integral part of this case too. This bitch said she was raped. I don't know, man. I'm with you, OG. I don't know. I just don't fucking know. I don't understand it. Why she get to get away with not using her real name, but Cassie and Sean Combs got to use their real fucking name. It's crazy.
Well, even if she is using a fake name, would that stop people from not knowing who the hell she is if they see a picture?
No. Some people know who she is, but the masses don't know who the fuck this bitch is.
Okay, so just let's just say it like this. We know how Kid Cudi look, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then Kid Cudi was up there and he was using the name James because they didn't want to use Kid Cudi.
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't say it was the people that's in there coming out here relaying information. They gonna have to sit here and say James, or would they be like, oh no, that nigga Kid Cudi was on the stand.
They'll probably use his government name. I don't know. That's a weird one.
It's fucking retarded, bro. But yeah, I guess they gonna change Beyonce's name to some Lynette or something like that, some crazy ass shit, Sharita, or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna send that. Yeah, they're gonna send the ass in there, and then they go, you know what I'm saying, like she ain't there, so nobody won't know the Beehive was there.
Expose everything from how she allegedly participated in the freak-offs, what she knows about Cassie, what she knows about girls being transported around borders, what Jay-Z did to hide their shenanigans, everything.
I'm saying, Sean Carter, you're a piece of shit. Taking Pimp C wasn't bad enough. You just want to go down there and you want to just remove all of the balls from every real gangsta in Houston.
And based on what I've heard, Beyonce's very spicy and racy past is going to be put on blast as well. A lot.
And she was trained at the esteemed Berklee College of Music. Handpicked by my very good friend, Terry Lynn Carrington, Dr. Terry Lynn Carrington, who put together Beyonce's entire female band, which was Matthew Knowles' idea because he couldn't get Beyonce to stop people. Get
Jaguar, right, boy. They said she crazy as shit, boy. But when all this shit popped out, did she sound crazy to you, Tom? Or was you like, boy?
I've been saying for a long time that bitch been spilling the tea, but motherfuckers want to chalk her up as crazier than motherfuckers, just like they did to Cat Williams. But that shit they be saying be turning out to be true to the bitch. Someone lying and it ain't them.
Could it just be that they thought process or they observation scene or they just came up with something and so happened that it came true, or do you just think they were just telling the truth right out back and we just thought they were crazy?
Man, listen, I was chalking that shit up to them just guessing like a motherfucker. But dog, damn near everything that crazy bitch is saying be true.
And you know she done said a lot of names and went to these parties and done all type of shit, and all this shit is coming out. Now, we haven't heard everybody she said, but nigga, I don't want to go back on the Jaguar White spills so y'all can hear everything she said about these goddamn parties. But yeah, Tom right. She whatever the fuck she just said for so far, I'm just waiting on her to, I just can't wait to see what they say about it. If TD Jakes come up and they say certain shit, I'm like, oh, whoa. We got to go back and start looking at all her videos because nigga, by then she right like a motherfucker. You can't do nothing about that. You can't even deny it. After one or two, like they say, you smoke crack one time and then somebody call you a crackhead. 2 people call you a crackhead. 3 people call you a crackhead. And the more it go up, guess what you are? A crackhead. If I see you smoking crack, you're a crackhead. And she seen somebody bent over and all this other stuff they were doing with their Earl and everything. Then yeah, I think she ain't lying. Might be telling the truth. But that could be.
You didn't know your daughter well enough because she just started all the girls.
Well, basically, what people have been saying is that there's no way Beyonce and Jay-Z could be close friends with Diddy for 2 decades, be business partners, attend his parties, know his family, have countless business ties, vacation together multiple times, know all his kids, and not be complicit or at least aware of the illegal extracurricular activities Diddy is facing trial for. So, of course, it wouldn't be surprising if both Jay-Z and Beyonce are called to the stand. And while the prosecution may largely focus on the relationship between Diddy and the Carters, we know how these trials go. And most of the time, they unearth seemingly unrelated skeletons just to make a connection. Now, in Beyonce's case, what I've heard is that the prosecution intends to paint her as one of the girls who was being transported across borders. And to do that, they're gonna have to bring up Beyonce's alleged dark past. And I'm talking about everything from when she truly started dating Jay-Z, like her age at the time, to intimate activities she has participated in, similar to freak-offs. Guys, that's where Pimp C and their alleged tape comes in. Okay, just for a bit of background, back in the day, Pimp C first signed to Jive Records in 1992 as part of UGK with Bun
One
B.
of the goddamn best rappers that you will ever hear coming from Pimp and them Bun. You know, in time, man, get your mind correct.
And they released their major label debut album, Too Hard to Swallow. The group then followed this with their second and third major label.
That's my favorite album right there, Super Tight. You probably gonna like
albums, Super Tight in 1994 and Ridin' Dirty in
That's your favorite album, ain't it, Tom?
Yeah, mine's Riding Dirty.
Kind of figure. I'm a super tight type. I'm a super tight type of nigga. This right here is it's album
Super tight. Super tight is a close second.
It has to really a first, but you know what I'm saying? It's in there.
1996, both of which charted in the Billboard 200. The group also received national attention in 2000 after being featured on Jay-Z's hit single Big Pimpin', which peaked at number 18 on the Billboard Hot
Man, you're a
100 and
fucking
number
liar.
1
That
on
was
the
not
Rhythmic
Pimp
Top 40.
C's. I mean, that
Then they
was
went
not
on.
Jay-Z's song. You fucking lying bitch. That was Pimp C's song from the get-go. Well, Pimp C and Bun B's song from the get-go. They allowed that piece of shit goddamn motherfucker on the goddamn song. It was wrote, but not written. It was made for Bun B and Pimp C. That's the bullshit.
Well, you know they got to throw that little extra in there because it's Jive Records. You know this. You know what they were doing. They were trying to take over Jive Records. If most people didn't even know that. Who was Jay-Z and Dame Dash and them all affiliated with before they split up and did their own shit? It was before Rock Nation and all that. It was something else.
Rockefeller. It was Rockefeller.
Yeah. And them motherfuckers there, man. So yeah. Tom is right, people. I don't know what the computer algorithm doing, but okay. You cool.
Hiatus for the first half of the 2000s, and both members pursued solo careers. Unfortunately, in December 2007, on Jay-Z's birthday, Pimp C was found dead in his hotel room, with a coroner's report attributing his death to complications stemming from heavy consumption of lean and his pre-existing condition of sleep apnea. As for what exactly happened, Pimp C had been staying in the Mondrian Hotel in West Hollywood, California, where he had been working on new music and performing with Too Short. On the morning of December 4th, 2007, he was scheduled to fly back home, where his wife was waiting with his cousin at the airport to pick him up. And after not hearing from him the morning of the scheduled flight, his wife called the hotel and requested that they check on him. Based on reports, the hotel staff discovered Pimp C unresponsive in his hotel room, where paramedics pronounced him dead shortly after. Well, here's where it gets interesting.
All right, so before she get ready to go into the DJ Paul and 3-6 Mafia and all that, and Ricky Martin and all that crazy ass shit, so I do believe that them niggas was entwined in what they was doing, because they did have good business, you know what I'm saying, together. And again, if you look at most of these pictures, like we showed it before, LA was showing it, Beyonce's in a lot of these goddamn pictures with Cassie. Like, I don't know if they were friends, they was kicking it, but you know, Cassie's friends she was inviting them to do this shit. So they might not be all the way off when they say that this type of stuff was happening. You know what I'm saying? They might not be all the way off. Let me get over to this other one with Rogan real quick so we can get through here. That one fell off the damn thing. I had to pull that bitch all the way back up. That's crazy. So I don't know who this dude is, man. But it's under Box News. I don't know who the nigga is, but one of them came out a day ago. The other one came like I don't know if it's a couple of weeks ago, but it's Joe talking to this dude. Well, I just go to the original version. I don't want to do his because that nigga shit long. I just do it. All right, cool. So we'll go hear Rogan talk about it. You got one more minute, Playboy, and I'm bringing it back up. Let me see. Let me stop that one. Grab this one. There it is. All right.
You know, I've had conversations with people about it, and it's like, Jesus, like just trying to get the documents, like when they're trying to get the Epstein files, like the state of New York, one of the district attorneys was hiding documents. They had to force them to get documents. I think there's so many fucking powerful people that are on those lists. There's so many powerful people that went and partied. Air quotes, partied. And how many of them went to the Diddy parties? Have you been paying attention to the trial?
Oh yeah.
Trials. Wild.
Why don't they air it the same way they aired the coverage that Johnny Depp got?
I know. Why don't they? I don't know. They should. The ratings would be amazing.
Unreal.
Yeah. Like, what are you doing? Why wouldn't you air that?
What's going to happen though, you think?
Well, Diddy's going to be in jail for the rest of his life. I think he's probably going to get.
Think he's
hit up.
insane though?
I don't know. I don't even think it matters. I mean, it's a lot of it is.
But then it's just another Epstein.
There's
It's
murder
another
cases.
Ghislaine Maxwell.
But there's mur-
Can I ask y'all a question? Did y'all just see that?
I'm not looking what we're supposed.
I just want to show y'all these. So these you know, they got illustrations done by a certain person that's supposed to be inside of the courtroom, right?
Right.
I want y'all to look
Unreal.
at this one.
Yeah.
I want
Like,
to
what are
see-
you
I want
doing?
to see, did
Why
they
wouldn't you do
add
that?
into it?
What's going to happen though? You think?
Just give me a second.
Well, Diddy's
They're
going to be in
trying
jail
to
for the
show
rest of
that
his life.
video where him in the
I
towel
think
and shit
he's
in the background.
probably going to get
Think he's
hit up.
insane though?
I don't know. I don't even.
That. Now I don't know if this is from a different case.
Why is that for? Why they showing the gun?
Okay, this is what I'm telling you. This is what I've been noticing about certain stuff, and I'm picking up on these things. You know what I'm saying? Like we say stuff like this, and we say imagery is something that'll cause people to move in certain directions. I'm looking at this video, and the first thing came to my mind when I first seen this, I was like, I wonder how do anybody think the same way OGDoDirty is thinking? Why the fuck do they got a gun? Did they even talk about a gun in Diddy's case? I mean, I really want to know.
Besides the guns that were found at his son's, I mean, at his house, that was his son's. I didn't hear nothing about guns.
Yeah, but did anybody? So we've been watching this, right? And that's why I wish Turtle was up here, because he can probably explain this more than me, because he's been really on it. You know what I'm saying, from day one, and he's been listening to different people. I don't know all the chicks' names, but light skinned chick. You know what I'm saying, white chick, mixed chick, Mexican chick. It was then a couple of niggas, right? And I ain't never heard nobody say this whole time or seen this illustration in none of the videos that LA was playing. So I'm trying to figure out, when did this come up, because
None of them motherfuckers said anything else about this. That's a kind of a damning illustration right there.
And I'm trying to think to myself, is this something that I missed? So did this happen on the new shit? The new, this is 9 days ago. This is from this video. I think it's 9 days ago. Let me check. 9 days ago, Joe Rogan shit. You know what I'm saying? Hope Joe don't hit me. I'm just trying to be I'm an upcoming YouTuber. Just make sure you send me 10,000 and all that, and tell them niggas OGDoDirty that you here. But yeah, I never seen this. Now, we had people in the chat, you know what I'm saying? There's 33 people here, you know what I'm saying? Got some over there on X, and then we got 11 over on YouTube. So those over on YouTube, have y'all seen this illustration anywhere during this case? Even in the case of did you even hear anything about guns being brought up in this case yet? Or was they all just talking about him beating on Cassie this whole goddamn time? That's the part that's throwing me out. What about you, Spoon? Do you remember anybody?
I said, only thing I remember anything about a gun was him finding a gun at his house. Well, that was his so-called son's. But him, all I've heard all this whole time was about him beating that bitch ass. And then now we heard the other day about him fucking taking it to his maid, if you want to call her his maid service, I guess. I don't fucking know what they calling this bitch, but yeah. Which I think she a lying ass bitch too.
What about you, E-Dub? Do you remember anything? I mean, me and you been there for most of this stuff that LA been doing with the cases earlier today. Do you remember seeing this illustration, or them even presenting evidence from Diddy's side saying anything about a gun, or them presenting evidence with the gun towards Diddy and having him explain, or anybody explain about a gun?
No, I never heard that. Only time I heard, I think Tom has said it, is when they raided the house.
Yes,
that's the only time I've heard about weapons being involved when they raided the house. That's it.
So I'm just doing a cursory glance here. ABC, May 30th. The headline says, Sean Diddy Combs trial updates. Combs' ex-assistant Mia, whatever, to continue testimony next week. And so somewhere in here, I'll find it here a second.
Yeah, we listened to the people that came out of there. I'm gonna try to go find somebody who was in there the other day when they had the case, but again, if I was hoping a Fat Turtle will come up here because I think he had a video on it that we didn't get to check out. But it was one of those people talking about what happened in the courtroom. But I have not seen this illustration because, again, this whole case, we have not seen no video from the inside. They've been letting this Ross, somebody, I can't think of her name, Rosenberg. I don't want to mess up the name, but I remember that part because I remember reading it at the time. They've been drawing all these pictures and saying what's happening inside this courtroom. Now, this is the picture that looked like Diddy over here. They just showed other picture of the same. So I'm thinking, when the fuck did we bring up a weapon? Or when did they, again, this is supposed to be depicted what's inside of the courtroom.
Yeah, I know. In no testimony, I heard I've been watching this shit day to day and with LA, and I ain't seen shit. I ain't heard shit about no goddamn weapons, and even seen this illustration at all.
So the only reference is that the agent testifies about drugs, guns, and sex supplies. So I'm assuming that they must have been talking to the agent, and that's why they're showing the gun, because it was found.
The Kingdom Minor said they talked about a broke down AR. Did we remember anything about them talking about a broke down AR?
Well, I know an AR was found in the house.
Yeah, okay. I'm talking about it. Okay, look, so the guns that was found inside the house, that's when everything was raided, and then they was going to different, went to all three of his different cribs, right? And they supposed to be finding evidence, right? Guns, baby oil, videos of the freak offs, all this shit, right? They said they found all this when they was telling us this on the news when we was going over this, right? And then one thing that we noticed the other day was when they was talking to Myron Gaines and other people who said the same thing that he said, even the old girl that was not on Anton's channel, but the one we watched on LA's channel, the little Chinese looking chick, she said the same thing. All the evidence is coming from Cassie's side. Like they haven't presented the evidence from Diddy's side, right? So the police who went and got the guns and stuff like that, I'm asking, and again, nobody up here, me, Dub, 10th Man, or Uncle Tom, we have not heard about them saying anything about guns or showing guns inside of a courtroom. But Trash Media said, and I'm thinking he kind of right. Is this something that they putting out there for stuff that's coming up that they still gonna be talking about in the case, and they just making somebody, they just had somebody draw extra pictures or something? That's where I'm lost at. Or they swaying the people's eyes and, you know what I mean, to think shit a certain way. Like, damn, they didn't already had guns in that bitch. They already talked about that. I thought the only thing we've been talking about
May
for the last 4 or 5 days is, okay, it says there May 22nd,
ABC 30 out of Fresno. Jury seized firearms allegedly recovered from Combs' Miami Beach home on the 22nd.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't even know that. Yeah, we didn't. I don't think we seen that one. But yeah, I didn't even know they had show guns in there. That was crazy.
I refuse to pay attention to any of this. Even my husband was deep into it. Well, I say we've probably watched a dozen to a dozen and a half, like hour and a half long documentaries breaking down all this stuff, YouTube, Tubi, all the different platforms. And quite simply, I understand that maybe transporting a lady of the night across borders, blah, 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 blah. I get it. Yep. He possibly committed some crimes. But, you know, I don't think anybody was forced to do anything. They're saying that there was underage people there. I haven't seen any evidence. This whole thing seems like a setup. We saw them try to do it to Trump, even though I hate Trump. I think that was a setup with 30 years ago in a changing room or something, like absolute nonsense. Kevin Spacey was acquitted. I had that discussion on it. I can't remember where I was the other day. It might have been here. I don't even know anymore. And people were like, "Oh, was he? Yeah, acquitted of all charges." So, like, I'm so tired. And now they're saying that they're gonna relive and possibly retry the Harvey Weinstein thing. And so I'm kind of over it. Like, I'm over this nonsense because I watched so many police encounter videos as well. And then I had that argument over here the other day with somebody who was saying, no, it wasn't May 15th. Yes, it was. I've researched it further. People don't want to go find the answers to any of this stuff. And they just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. And, you know, it comes to a point where these people are all getting what they deserve. They're too dumb to get it their own way. They want to sit around because they don't like my tone of voice or somebody, blah, blah, blah. And they argue and argue and argue and argue like they know what they're talking about. And it becomes exhausting, right? Like, I have a real life. I have cats. I started my own garden inside and outside. I have a husband. I work. I do all the, I get a very busy. And then for some imbeciles to come onto the internet and go, oh, blah, 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 blah. Like, do you think I'm just saying these things that I come up here to try to boost my, I know you don't. That's why you and I get along, right? Because you don't seem to have an ego. I don't have an ego either. People think that I do because I speak with confidence, but I'm sorry that Daddy's deep, confident voice triggers you, but you need to go and deal with that with somebody else, a mental health professional or something like that. Like, I'm over imbeciles, right? And that's why I left YouTube years ago, and now I've come back, and I'm just right back in the same position there for a while. I was kind of happy, but comes to a certain point, like, I know we're talking about Diddy, but it's the whole thing encompassing, is I don't think Diddy did anything any worse than what's that baby-faced guy that left because he was going to be the Justice Department guy, but then he couldn't do it because of this thing where he got caught with like a 16-year-old. What's that guy's name? Congressman or senator or whatever.
But he didn't get caught with a 16-year-old. But that's it's funny because, you know, he was all acquitted for all that shit. So
well, yes, but do you know the details of that? Because I know the full details, like deep into it.
Right? I absolutely do too. So I'm in Florida.
The girl was part of a federal crime that was done by agents providing and creating fake IDs. She had one of those fake IDs. Gates was tricked, like the whole thing. But Gates didn't do anything any better or worse than Diddy, or vice versa. They're guilty of pretty much the exact same things, right? So I'm so tired of listening to. So who says that those people didn't have fake IDs? Well, he's got to sorry.
To be guilty, you got to be found guilty by a court of law. Neither one of them didn't even go to court. But I hear what you're saying. I agree with you on certain parts. They both should. If you want to say they're both guilty of the same thing, I'll agree with you. Sure.
Yeah. So it's okay for him because he's white and he's a government agent or government official, right? But Diddy, it's bad for him because he's black and he's a rap star, and people don't like him. It don't make no sense. You bring it to white or black? Pardon.
No. I just thought it was funny that you went to white and black. That's crazy.
Well, no, and listen, I'm not usually the guy who says that this is racial, but this is racial.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, not at all.
It is. Yeah, it is. The same as with the George Floyd thing and saying, oh, well, that cop should be pardoned because blah, 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 blah. And I've heard Tim Pool and dozens of other commentators say, oh, well, he shouldn't have gone to jail. The cop that got on George Floyd. But one thing that they're all leaving out, because they keep repeating, he was taught this, he was taught this, he was taught this. They keep saying that, but they're leaving out the one fact that just a few months prior, less than 12 months prior, I think it was around 6 months, if I'm not mistaken, 6 months prior, their policies had changed. So they're not talking about that. They just say he was taught this. He was taught this to trick you into believing that this was now legal for him to do. But no, though he may have been taught this as a restraint, that policy with that specific department had previously changed. And then he used that against this man, which was against policy. So he went to jail. But these people lie. They're all liars. Anyway, sorry. I could go on for hours because, and I used to on my show. It's just that. Sorry.
That has nothing to do with Matt Gaetz and goddamn motherfucking Diddy literally having
an example of how it's racial.
But it's not. It's not racial.
It is. To me, it is.
To you, it is. Okay, well, just say that. To you, it's racial. But technically, it's not a racial issue. Because that would be saying that white people are up there going against him. And no one's going against him but the federal government based off of what they did. Say that. That doesn't make it Matt Gaetz and him shit's being racial. It's totally different. Technically, they're totally different. But that's just me. Well, whatever. I hear what you're saying. Okay.
And I've watched too many interviews with that lady that you just had up here a few minutes ago, where she was talking about Diddy, and you're like, you know, some of the stuff that she said seems to be true and stuff like that. And I loathe Diddy. I loathe him. But there are holes in her stuff too. I think her name's not Cassie. That's the other one. But anyway, just let's continue.
Well, okay.
I think it matters. I mean, it's a lot of it is.
But then it's just another Epstein. It's another Ghislaine Maxwell, where somebody gets indicted and nobody else indicted for trafficking kids to
to no one. Right. We're like, what is the next crazy thing that's going to explode in the news? Is Bill Clinton's going to have an OnlyFans? Like, what is going to happen? What is the next thing that's going to make us all go, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is going on?
It's coming.
You know, how many guys were on video saying, "Ain't no party like a Diddy party"? How many people like openly talked about being there?
LeBron?
Yeah, how Ashton Kutcher, all these people. Like, you guys all went. You didn't see nothing? You didn't see nothing?
Yeah.
Donnell
went? Yeah. Did he? Of course he did.
Donnell trying to defend himself.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Is he trying to defend himself right now?
It's pretty funny.
I got to call him up. Donnell, you got to back away from that.
Isn't there a video with Kamala?
She was at one of the Diddy parties?
Isn't she in the background with...
It might have been the difference between Diddy parties and freak-offs. Oh, my God.
They're giving him shit, too, because he's sitting in his...
the guy from Chappelle Show?
Yeah.
And then Dave's there, too, and then Russell Simmons, too. Oh, boy. But is that at a party, or is that just a group of them together?
They were, like, on a yacht or something like that.
Okay, but that's not the Diddy party.
No, yeah, it's not like they were kind of...
I think...
You think Diddy was rogue, or Diddy was like a Epstein type, working for somebody?
That's a good question. Well, it would be a great way to compromise celebrities. Yeah. And get them to say whatever you want them to do, get them to do whatever projects you'd like them to do. And, you know, if you're a bunch of other celebrities are there, you're like, oh, look, Bill Clinton's here. This is fine.
Yeah.
This is cool. Look at this. Like, Brad Pitt's here. Oh, this is cool. You don't even think there's anything wrong with being there. Meanwhile, you're getting drugged up and filmed. And then they're passing out punch. Have some punch.
See, because I heard a lot of reports, and I don't know what's true. Is it true that Diddy's Star Island property had tunnels that went to Michael Jackson's and possibly Oprah's as well? Is that true or just fake news? Inquirer crap. I don't know.
I literally think they just coming up with shit with that. Now they just doing too much. Now
I don't know.
That shit had to be pre-built.
I thought it was right on one of the mainstream news. Anyway.
Well, ain't nobody that. But you love that news, don't you?
I watch whatever whatever pops up on a feed that looks interesting. I'll take a look at it.
Mayo said that's dumb.
I don't know.
That's some major construction, bro. They doing, bro, just to get to somebody's house. Major construction. That's crazy.
Do you believe that he was involved in Tupac's unaliving, like that other lady said that was just up there? She didn't say that on that clip, but I've heard her say it.
You talking about Jaguar, right? Yeah, she say a lot of stuff, bro. When it comes to this parties and stuff, she was already kind of putting that stuff out there.
No, I'm saying, do you believe that Diddy was involved in unaliving Tupac?
I really
like a
wouldn't
lot
know.
of people believe.
I really
Well,
wouldn't
I'm just
know.
saying. Like, I know too much about this. Sometimes you guys are up here talking about football or something. I don't know anything. But my husband has watched hundreds of hours of this. So go ahead.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you nothing about Tupac. Only person that can is a Tupac aficionado up here is that nigga Tom. He can tell you everything you need to know about Tupac.
I bet you I've watched over 70 hours of her talking.
I mean, that doesn't matter.
past
Just Tupac was just as gay as you are. That's all I know. I don't care how he got unalived or what happened. He was a tutu wearing person like you. It's okay.
What's wrong with
This dude crazy, dog. All right, let's continue with the Joe Rogan.
Punch, Aaron. And you have some punch, and all of a sudden you're like, I'm feeling really good. I just feel amazing. You're all mollied up. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. Probably a combination of things they give you.
And it's all being filmed.
Crazy. Now, if that's not an intelligence agency operation, it's just one fucking evil super genius who figures out how to compromise everybody by providing this crazy freak off party. Everybody's got to put their phones away. Okay, we're going to put our phone away. No one's going to know anything. Yeah, I mean, he's going to get cameras everywhere. It's just one guy doing that. What a diabolical human being.
Yeah.
He seems pretty diabolical.
He's probably working with somebody. Or for somebody.
Maybe.
And maybe he just got too far out there.
Some of the shit that came out in the trial, though, like he's forcing his girlfriend to have sex with prostitutes while he was sitting there jacking off with a bandana on. She'd rub the jizz on his nipples. Like, what are we even talking about?
But what's he going to go away for?
I think Diddy and I get along.
Is it
Good
is
question.
it kidnapping or is it...
I don't think he...
You say what, Tip Man?
So I think Diddy and I would get along great. I don't want to be implicated in any of his crimes. But I mean, we have some things we could talk about.
Man, you cutting in and out, bro.
Saying I'm saying we seem to have similar interests.
Oh, you and Diddy? Okay.
He's even being charged for beating
Him,
her up.
Diddy, Tupac,
Like the
Biggie,
video
they
of him
all
beating her.
love the same shit. They all love the same shit. It's all right. Dick. Ghetto dick.
Man, crack like this.
Up. He's not even getting in charge for that. Megan Kelly said that. She said,
Who's got all the videos?
yeah, what's in the videos? What's that about? I mean, what would happen? What would happen if we got videos?
We need Candace to do a deep dive.
If we got videos of thousands of celebrities just butt fucking each other and sucking dicks and taking Molly and guys are passing them around, like Combs pleaded not guilty to the new superseding indictment, which added 2 charges to bring the total to 5. He's charged with racketeering, conspiracy, transportation to engage in prostitution, and sex trafficking. So he's not being charged with the assault.
The sex trafficking is the worst.
But he could get charged with it in the future. It's not like they can't charge him with more stuff.
That's what needs to...
Alleged use threats, forced.
Tom and Ruthless brought that point up. But they only talking about the abuse. How's they tying that into all of them different charges if they only talking about the abuse that he called and the freakiness that he was doing? Why they not explaining or getting him to admit to doing something that has to do with those charges? Anybody thought about that?
I already said it before. Diddy gonna get off because technicalities, motherfuckers are stupid. They can't literally get him on anything else because the statute of limitations are gone. So this is why they're going at the angle they're going with right now, which is the sex trafficking, because they can't get him on any goddamn thing else. And they haven't even proved sex trafficking at all, or came even close to sex trafficking, without implicating that dumbass bitch Cassie, without saying she was sex trafficking herself, as well as others as well. So she set up just as many parties as Diddy did. So she will be just as guilty as he is.
You gotta get one to kick each other. Shit, but what if they say they gave her immunity? Do you still think that can work if they do it like that? Because
Well, they would have to say that in the prelims, right? They can't do it like now. Give her immunity now. They have to do that before the prelims. At least I think so.
No, I wouldn't know. That's why I'm asking.
No, I'm pretty sure they can just do that anytime.
Just because if
they would be able to give you immunity during the trial to get testimony. They can always cut.
Would you have to take a? But would you?
They can't just say I'm gonna give you immunity now after she's already fucking testified with that bullshit. That would have to be something that they would have to put out there beforehand. They can't just give you immunity during the trial after your fucking testimony. That doesn't even make any fucking sense.
For further information. And no, I don't think they would have to disclose
Got no further information. She
like
liked to suck dick on the left side of her face. That's an extension of that. That bitch ain't got no further information. What other information she got? We know she has videos that she had. Ain't no more information that bitch got besides what she already put out there. She got her ass beat for 10 years. She liked to suck dick. She liked to get gang banged by niggas. We know that for 4 days. She ain't got no extra shit out there. What are you talking about?
I don't think that they would need to disclose to the defense counsel that they had cut a deal.
They would have to disclose it for the fucking defense to fucking fight against it. Do you know anything about law? Because you're kind of a little retarded right now. You know there's certain things.
Seen the way things work.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
We're done fighting, OG. I think you went to the washroom. We thought we were going to fight long. I just seen the way things go, Tom, and I don't think that there are any rules. So, I mean, you can go and look it up and say, this rule says that, but I have very little faith in it. Maybe we lost OG.
They got quiet. Hold up real quick. I had to step out. Come back.
Force and coercion to get victims to engage in sex acts, once allegedly dangling a victim over an apartment balcony, according to prosecutors.
So I would imagine if you're the fucking CIA, you're like, okay, we're looking for people who have gone through these things in their life that have curated this kind of like personality type.
Well, isn't it just like part of the gig? Like here's a for instance, like your bit about Puffy.
How you're gonna connect these two fucking dots?
That bit is like, look, you don't have any real personal beef with Diddy, but it's got to go down. The bits are there. I'm a gold miner. I just found some gold.
You're right. Maybe I'm a sociopath.
It's not that you're a sociopath. It's just that that's part of the gig.
Yes.
Like, you're not a sociopath with your friends.
No, I think I'm maybe an empath.
Yes.
But I guess it's one of those things where, like, you justify, you go, okay, if I think this person might have done something bad.
Yes.
And he can get jokes, and we're all going to tell jokes.
Yeah.
I'm not pressing fucking charges.
Well, not only that, you're not the guy who's out there like calling the New York Times, hey, you know what I heard about
By
Diddy?
the way, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You're just
Yeah.
like, it's there. I mean,
Yes,
it's not
yes,
just
yes,
there.
yes, yes.
It's everywhere. My fucking news feed is dominated by it.
Yes.
Fox News, CNN,
Yeah.
everyone. There's raids at Diddy's house.
Yeah.
Who was the guy that was running around with a sports bra on? Did you see that one dude?
No, this is in LA.
Oh my God! I gotta send
Wait,
you
while
this.
the raids are happening?
Yeah. He got caught up in the raid and he was yelling, "I'm a celebrity! I'm a celebrity!" It was like one of the most hilarious clips. Hold on, I'm gonna find you this. It's so funny.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm talking about, Jamie?
But you bring up a good point, which is like, are there ever situations where you feel you won't?
Wait till you see this.
Yeah, we ain't about to talk all that. Get nothing. I just need you to get back to the Diddy case. I think it's right here.
Making sure that you cover all your statements.
Yeah, like if you say something, you have to make sure you do it.
You cover it. Yeah,
100% of the time.
Mhm.
And there's probably times in his life where he's went like, if it's poker, he probably went all in a few times. Not in terms of money, but like this
Mhm.
decision makes or breaks me.
Yeah.
I wonder how many make or break moments he's had.
Well, it depends on what's actually true and what's not true in terms of accusations. Because if some of the accusations are true, that kind of covers things. When folks vanish. When someone does abracadabra.
See you later.
So crossing state lines, and Zuma said that nigga is cooked. So see, Rogan ain't about to go too deep into it. Let's get over here and see what Myron Gaines and all them said about it. I think it was Myron Gaines and academics, and then that'd be in a Diddy trial. We don't get to it. He's talking about the defense and other things. So it's him and academics up here. We're gonna go ahead and let them get to it.
Okay, so with Cassie, let's go through this and then we'll go over the thing because we're going to talk about the discrepancies, right? So with Cassie, in her civil lawsuit, and when she talked to agents, she said she got in September.
Yeah.
But then when they start doing trial prep, they find out, because you really start to get in the weeds when you do trial prep. Now you actually got to look at the text messages. Now you got to really analyze. Now you got to really do the full cell brights and shit. Oh, damn. This actually happened in August. So when she comes in to testify, she testifies saying, oh, it happened in August. But then the defense attorneys are like, well, you said that it happened in September. This is kind of off. And then what the defense attorneys did, excuse me, the government did when they came back on redirect was they said, did you read any of the documents prepared by the government before today? No, I didn't. Did you have the ability to correct agents or prosecutors on their documents before today? No. Are you aware of anything that they prepared? No. So that kind of saves her because she can say, look, it's a month discrepancy. It's not that big of a deal. And you didn't even see the documents beforehand, right? Because at the end of the day, it's not like a crazy overt lie. It's just a month discrepancy, right? Now, the defense went further with that, though. They said, okay, you lied about this. And then they went into the, because they just built on that, right? They knew that the 1 month discrepancy wasn't going to be that big of a deal. But then they built on that. Okay, so why are you texting Diddy heart emojis? Why are you guys communicating? Why did you guys go meet at a party after? Why do you guys continue to communicate after that? Why did you go to hang out with them on September 27th, right? 2025. This is someone.
Because she's still in love with that nigga and he's still funding her ways of doing certain stuff. That nigga still give her money. This ain't gonna stop for a nigga that's out there that controls motherfuckers with money. He's what he do. That man, and she with it. You know what I'm saying? We can't make it. She just down for the call. She know who to call when she needs something. She got a whole boyfriend. She knows she can still depend on Diddy. Diddy gonna come through at all times. Come on now.
And then when he turned off the money, all this stuff happened.
And yeah, that too. But he still met up with her. So he did it for a certain extent of the time. He know how to get her. Wait till she down and bad.
Was she hot?
What do you want from her? I don't really look at Cassie like she hot. I mean, most people think she is.
Was she hot back when he kicked her in the hotel? I'm saying.
Again, not to me, she wasn't, but to some people, they would be like, you know what I'm saying, she can get it. I wouldn't touch her. It ain't even the other thing she was doing. She just ain't built like I want her. You know what I'm saying? But she got a cute face. I guess you could say she got a cute face. Give her that. She ain't ugly. You ain't saying that.
When that allegedly you. Sorry, 2018. September 27, 2018.
I want a clarification on this. I never got it during for the tweets nor anyone who spoke about
They're
it.
communicating for a month plus on text and seeing each other, and they're like, "This is someone that this doesn't make sense." And then you had sex with Diddy.
Okay, so
that's where they got her.
So part of that clarification, even like right after supposedly the sexual assault, she then goes to she then starts dating Alex Fine, but still does free calls with Diddy and fucks him. Here's
She was with him since 2018, bro.
Okay, so there was a part where they argued with the judge. This was Mark Agnifilio, and he said, "Yo, listen, we're gonna use possibly Alex Fine as an impeachment witness. So we need him to be outside of the courtroom when we start talking about certain things that overlap."
It was the rape.
Did he step out?
Yeah, he wasn't in there.
Oh, okay.
When they talked about they got him out of there.
Yeah, because I was wondering because
they argued about that for like a day, bro.
Yeah, in that thing, she admits she cheated on her current husband.
Yes, bro.
With Diddy.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie to you, I think that was effective for the defense.
I wish I wasn't in the main courtroom. Bro, I wasn't in the main courtroom for that, but I'll tell you this, when I was in the fucking overflow room, everyone was like, "Oh shit." Even I said cooked when she said that. Because the defense attorney was like, "When you met with Diddy, is it not true that you had sex with him on that day?" "Yes, I did." "Okay, is it not true that your boyfriend, who is now your husband, FaceTimed you and you declined the call?" "Yes, I did." Cooked, bro. And that looks so bad because remember, they started with, you said you got on this month, but it was really this month. Then it was, why are you communicating with, and they showed the text messages. She sent heart emojis and shit, and oh yeah, I miss you. And then they set up to meet up in person, all this other shit. They walked line by line from the all the way to the consensual sex. Made her look terrible, bro.
What was the demeanor of the defense attorney, Diddy's attorney, Estavio, when she says that? Given first day, I thought she was on bullshit because she really was like, I hate to use this term, but she was giving Cassie the noose to hit herself with. First day, and I remember seeing that, I said, this sounds goofy. She says to Cassie, "Oh wow, you're pretty." Like she gives her a compliment. And I was just like, yo, Diddy, you got another lesbian on the team. You got to get her the fuck out of here. This is game time. This bitch is over here trying to eat some pussy too. What the hell? But come to find,
this nigga academics is out of line. My nigga's out of line. You think she was trying to eat that pussy? 10th man.
Quite likely, dude. The things that I've seen in the past 6 years, nothing is.
Can't beat it.
And out.
How much?
She know I'm for real. I'm like, yo, ain't no.
But she
didn't Diddy already give her $30 million in a settlement, and then now all this?
Something like that. Yeah, 20 then she got 10.
Yeah.
Or she got 30 now. Yes.
No way, because I wrote that shit. Ain't no way I hired this bitch and she talking about you.
Rich as shit. Don't get me wrong. She got a little money on her. She ain't got to work for a little minute unless she just blow it all the way on drugs and stuff like that. Buying shit, dumb shit. But yeah, she should be able to live pretty good for the rest of her life.
Look cute. If I'm Diddy, I'll be like, yo, I freak off with Cassie, not you, bitch. You're my lawyer. But she used all of that, and now I get to realize she buttered her up. She got her comfortable, right?
Yeah.
So she was giving her compliments like, damn, you're a pretty girl, blah, 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 blah. Which, again, this is exactly why I think they brought in a woman to do the cross instead of a dude. If it's Donaldson, first of all, he fumbled on the sex worker, so whatever.
Yeah.
If it's Brian Steele's a bulldog. You bring him in.
And LA said the same thing about them having a woman up there and not having a man up there. And I agreed with him. I think it would have been a little bit crazier for them to have somebody speaking on the other side. So academics ain't too far off on this, you know what I'm saying? We already agreed on that point. I think you was here on that episode when LA was talking about that 10th man.
Quite possibly.
Uh-huh.
All right.
To go get the shit. You got a snitch. He's gonna turn that snitch into an idiot.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So when that happened, how'd you judge her demeanor from day 1 to day 3? Where day 3, she's basically just saying, "Come on now, girl. You know what happened. You said he raped you, but you were freaking off with him still. You were cheating on your husband with him.
Yeah.
You were texting A, B, and C." How was her demeanor in how she like laid that out? Because it looks slick, even through tweets.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously, when you're cross-examining someone that long, it took them like a day and they got like a full day and a half. You know, you got to build a rapport, because the thing is so it's interesting because even the way they were dressed revealed the antagonistic nature of what was about to happen. So on day 1, or when Cassie was doing when she was on direct, comes in, tight dress, super vulnerable, little jacket, whatever, you know, super pregnant. When she comes in for first day across,
could you see it over the desk, belly hanging over, or it's kind of like tucked in where like maybe the jurors
the
are
first
not?
few days when she was on direct, you could see it clearly. She came in like with the first day, bro. She came in with a brown dress, super tight.
Look like she ready for another.
Bro, yeah.
Come on,
and
man.
the stomach, but the stomach was poking like this. I was like, what the? I was shocked that she showed up like that. I was like, what is she wearing? But it was to show that she was clearly pregnant.
Oh, okay. I thought she was dressing for the last and
She
final.
was in there to show that she was pregnant.
Holy.
Like, right? That's what Diddy didn't want, bro. So she does that, right? She comes in. Then on the first day the defense is doing direct, she shows up, boots, black leather jacket or black jacket, big blouse, right? So you can't see her bump, hair pulled back.
Oh, that quintessential. I'm a lady. I am not a ragdoll whore who's just like very fun.
Well, she also came with like leather boots and shit. So she was like, I'm here to fight.
Okay.
Like when I'm not
adversarial this time.
Yes.
So she was looking like a modern killer, basically. What you're telling me, you know what I'm saying? Dressing inappropriately. But you got on boots on with a sundress on. That looks crazy as shit.
Yeah, you know what I find weird? That they show that
Got another guest
picture.
coming to the panel. Give me a second, sir.
OGDoDirty, let me hear.
What's good with your fat turtle? Shit, chilling, man. Up here talking about this damn Diddy case.
Good.
All right. Go ahead, Tenth Man. You were saying something, brother.
Just why would they be showing evidence of him kicking her? Because that's what the painting of him with the towel was, right? If the statute of limitations is up on that, like it just doesn't make any sense.
They don't have anything else.
They shouldn't even be allowed to.
I'm going to agree with you on this one for once. You're 100% right. I don't understand the logic of them showing all this shit if it ain't got nothing to do with the RICO. I'm literally flabbergasted with this one. I've never seen some shit like this before. When they show you a bunch of evidence that has nothing to do with what he's charged with, it's pretty wild to me.
So I don't know if you caught the show earlier, bro. Did you know that? Which I didn't know that they showed guns in the courtroom, pictures of them or whatever else. Did you know weapons and stuff was brought up?
Yeah, because they said his security team would carry guns, and he carried a gun one time. She said when he was kidnapping him.
Yes, yeah, I didn't even know that. I guess I missed that part when we was talking about it, or I wasn't there for the show or something. I ain't even heard nothing about no damn gun. Kenny Lightner told me that they brought it out. I didn't even know she had, you know what I'm saying? The 10th man looked it up and found out nigga that was right. You know what I'm saying? That we got another guest come to the panel.
OGDoDirty, let me hear.
And I was like, damn, I didn't even know that shit had happened, but I seen them illustrated on the picture, so I was like, damn, I ain't even see that. That was my first time seeing the illustration.
The reason why I really care or paid any attention because you would expect Diddy team to have guns. I don't know why people care. You know what I mean? Like it's armed security for a billionaire. You better have some guns around here. That's why when he brought it up, I'm like, whatever. It's something that make something sound worse than what it really is. You got a bunch of security people carrying guns. You supposed to. So,
well, you got guns with serial numbers removed too. So that shows criminality.
Yeah, one gun with serial number removed.
I think it was two, sir. Two ARs. Okay. But in the as far as the Cassie tape goes, right? Did we not witness a kidnapping in that event?
No.
Oh, that's false, sir.
Okay.
And kidnapping is actually mentioned in the charges, in the RICO charges.
Sure, she was not kidnapped.
And that's what brings it in.
She was not kidnapped.
So I thought at the end of that video, I thought she ended up leaving.
Just because he let her go doesn't mean she wasn't kidnapped.
And just because he drug her to a room doesn't mean she was kidnapped. They could just call one an aggravated assault.
Sir. She tried to leave. He assaulted her, physically stopped her from leaving and drug her back to the room. That's kidnapping.
Sure. If you want to say it's kidnapping, but you also could just call it
No,
aggravated
sir, the
assault.
statute says it's kidnapping.
Okay. I guarantee he will not get convicted on the kidnapping charge. That was just dumb for them to do it. That was just a dumb charge. Once again, that is a dumb ass charge because people witnessed her leaving right after that.
Yeah, I thought she left. I didn't know that. I know he dragged the ass back. And then, like I said, I even showed a video where the 15 minutes after that incident, he was talking to the dude that would work at the hotel. So I know Cassie had left then. So
and he was trying to bribe him, right?
I don't know. They didn't say nothing about that in the video we had watched about bribing or anything. He was trying to. The dude was telling him, bro, that they got him doing shit, bro. Like he need to stop doing what he was doing. He was trying to break them motherfuckers up from whatever the little violence that was caused right there, right? Him hitting on her and shit. Like they literally seen this shit. They didn't have to go back and because even when the police got there, you remember when they said they got the footage the same day they was there. They didn't have to wait or nothing. They gave them everything that they needed for Diddy. Because I guess it was told from the staff that he beat her. That's what the news was saying. Because she ended up suing the goddamn hotel, right? And winning from them too. Because she got money from Diddy and money from the hotel. That's what got her that $30 million altogether. So I know, I see what you're saying when you're saying that they're going to use the dragging the back part as dragging her back to the room. But then again, once you let that person go, I mean, you was physically abusing them. You're going to try to tell me just because you popping somebody and you know what I'm saying, moving them around, that's going to be kidnapping?
Yes, sir. It's stopping them. It's preventing them from free movement. Is it not? To cover up a crime, no less?
But that would have been the case. So if you're saying, okay, let me answer your question first. No, I don't think that you dragging somebody from point A to point B is kidnapping them. You getting your ass whooped in the process. So it wasn't like he took her, opened up the door and put her in the room and held her there and kidnapped her when she was in the process of leaving. That's what I'm thinking kidnapping is. But if you're saying just moving a person, if I'm punching on somebody and then I didn't knock them the fuck out and I didn't scooted their ass from over here to over here and I left their ass sitting there and they got up and they left, then I don't think that would be kidnapping.
Well, the law doesn't agree with your definition, sir.
Oh, okay. I think they need to revise their law because that's not kidnapping. If they want to say that's kidnapping.
Yeah, he didn't have qualified immunity.
Well, I'm not worried about the qualified immunity. I'm thinking more of a kidnap is not letting somebody leave out of a space. You take them somewhere and you put her in that hotel room and you don't allow her to leave. I would see that as kidnapping.
No, well, technically Mayo's right. Unfortunately, I have to agree with him because if the words in kidnapping, but the words in kidnapping usually take, say, forcibly taking a person from one place to another, or some variation there.
There's some variation in that.
I mean, it might not like the definitions, but they are the definitions, and that's why they're named in the indictment as part of the RICO. I think it's a weak case, personally.
I'm with Tommy LA. I don't see it. Like I say, I understand what the words mean, but the interpretation of it is crazy. That's what I see in it. But anyway,
hair pulled back, wearing black, blue conservative blouse, right? That's big, so you can't see her stomach, not vulnerable. And she sat down like what? And then the defense attorney also had her hair pulled back. So she was ready to go too. It's very interesting how women fight in the cerebral. You know what I mean? But both of them had their hair pulled back, which I thought was interesting. Match, it is a chess match.
Super chess match.
You know, 100%.
How did both of their demeanors change? Because also I read this, and you could tell me when it happened or What was her demeanor? I heard she started crying at several points, and she asked for a break once.
Yeah, she asked for a break like two or three times.
Like how is this? She like, no, hold on, please. I need a break. Or are they passing her tissues? Like, what's going on here?
When she asked for a break, it was at a time when she wasn't getting hard questioning.
Okay.
So it was like, I know they probably told that, do not ask for a break when you're getting like cooked. She only asked for breaks when it was like, I'll be honest with you, it was reasonable. She would ask for a break like after an hour and a half of questioning, and like the judge would immediately be like, okay, and he would be like, you know, because she's pregnant.
Yeah.
So, but she did a good job of like asking for breaks at times where it wasn't bad. Like that would make her look weak. Like, oh no, I need to get a break here. So she did good. And then when she cried, I'll be honest with you, bro, it wasn't that much, man. She cried maybe 2 or 3 times, and it wasn't like at the worst times. I know one time she cried was when she said that Diddy took her autonomy away with the like towards the end of her testimony, and she would give the money back if she could get back her autonomy, which is like, come on, man, 20M, come on, bro.
Wait, so there was a confusing part of the trial, and they said the prosecutors got the better of the exchange, and it was with Cassie on the stand. They claimed that when they had asked Cassie about a message, where basically, I guess Diddy sends to her, yo, do you want to have like a last freak off? And the response is, I don't want to have a last freak off. I want to have a first or something of the sort.
Yeah, I want to have a first freak off for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, and some people felt like, yo, she's still with it. But the prosecutors came back around and said the full context of that was her actually
saying she had a UTI.
Yeah, but also kind of lamenting the idea of freak offs and maybe almost kind of like rejecting it rather than her like saying, no, I want to keep doing this forever. Because the defense was painting this picture saying, yo, Diddy may have introduced her to the freak off, but she started suggesting the freak off. She would text him like, yo, too bad I got to work. I want to do A, B, and C. Like she looked like she was trying to initiate, which I think later the chess match that happens, the prosecutors tried to paint the picture that she only said that because it was the only way to access him. So she would like say, hey, listen, if this is the only thing you're willing to do to be around me. And I'm wondering what you get from the demeanor of their relationship. I really think that Cassie was a side chick fighting to be a main chick.
Yes.
And it was clear that
But she was bad enough to be treated like a main chick.
Exactly.
Because she was hotter than, let's be honest, she was
hotter on the rock.
Rest in peace to Kim, but like, yeah, she was the hottest girl that he was dealing with.
But here's the thing. It feels like
the hottest girl this nigga dealing with, he can treat like trash, and he still ain't that what they said? You want a freak in the sheets, but a lady in the streets or something like a freak in the sheets.
Yeah, cook in the kitchen, maid in the parlor, whore in the bedroom, that kind of thing.
Is that what they saying? But he kept another woman at all times. That's crazy, ain't it? The way they explain to her, bro, it makes it seem like she the prize. But if she doing everything that you're supposed to do, and she doing it on a whole nother level, that's to be the woman he should have been with. Why he ain't never chose her?
Well, and he also is hiring other people to cook and clean for him. Then, so
yeah, that's he definitely hire. He do a lot of hiring because hire somebody to knock her back in too. So he fooling. That's Diddy. Do it the Diddy way, I guess. I can't do it.
If it wasn't a freak off, he didn't spend that much time with her, and she was suggested to get time.
That's exactly what it was. He didn't spend time. He barely spent time with her outside of the freak offs, and during the freak offs, she would be doing weird shit like smearing on him.
Yo, you know what's also funny?
Bro, I was shocked when I heard that shit, bro.
Yo, there's a point where she says, "Yo, I suggested," and you could tell, like, there's a few things that you run a male improvement podcast, a dating podcast.
Yeah. I was shocked
when a woman says, if I don't do it, another bitch will. You know that mentality.
Yep.
Hey, I'm competing to keep my spot. Yo, I looked up the math today. So Dawn and especially Carrie brings it up very clearly. When she says like almost this ad hominem attack at Gina Hill. I don't know how to say her last name. Let's call her Hill. She says, oh,
Cassie hated her, bro.
Yeah, she says Diddy was dating that little girl. And Mark says, why you call a little girl? She was younger than us. Here's the ironic part about it.
Yep.
At the time, that year when that happened, because Cassie was in South Africa, it's 2015.
Yes.
Cassie is 29, about to turn 30.
Yep.
The girl at the time is 22.
Yep.
And I said this interestingly enough. I said, women He met Cassie at 21.
Yeah.
Cassie never thought, oh, I'm a little girl.
Exactly.
No, but
Exactly.
now Cassie's about to hit that wall,
Bro.
30, and she's seeing him entertain that new chick.
Bro.
He's like, yo, what's up with Diddy liking these little girls?
It's a story as old as time, man. It's so funny how, you know, when women lose their luster, they immediately will shut out any woman that has that same luster that they
Yo,
utilize.
it's not like Diddy went to get a 16-year-old.
No.
Right? Diddy met her at 21.
Yep.
Diddy
He
went
met her
to-
at 19.
Yeah.
Met her even younger. She could make the argument like, well, you were even dumber when you met him.
But Diddy started dating her at like 21.
Yeah.
When he started dating her at 21, he goes to get a 22-year-old after she's about to turn 30. And now she's like, yo, what is this guy doing?
Yeah, I'm with Trash. That nigga probably got tired of sticky nipples, and he didn't want to do that stuff no more. It was just too much out of his league to have that type of, you know, offense with that. You know what I'm saying?
I find a lot of people
Go ahead.
let themselves go, and not just physically but mentally, and I've had that in previous relationships as well, you know, and then they change and you don't, and then you're the bad guy. That's the problem, just like you guys are talking about. If you want to compete with someone who's 20, sorry.
No, I'm gonna say it's different things, bro, that different people are saying. You know what I'm saying? So you get in different perspectives. Like say that's Myron Gaines. You heard old girl that a computer chick, you know what I'm saying? Like say I really don't know what's it called? The chicks that's man, I can't think of her name. I have to literally go to LA's channel. Matter of fact, I can do it. I ain't got nothing else to do. Shit, we sitting up here, we chilling. Like I said, I was trying to run this show into my next one. I ain't about to, you know what I'm saying, be stopping and going to all
I don't think your friends like me.
Oh, I ain't too much worried about that, brother. They ain't got nothing to do with me. I mean, they don't stop me. Nobody stops me from being on somebody else's panel, bro. And if I really don't want you up there, I'm gonna do you like I do Dark Lake, nigga. My pockets is gonna make sure your ass is flooded and not up here. If I didn't want you up here, I just pay for you to get off. It ain't that serious to me. I mean, shit, they do it for other people, so it don't make me no difference, bro. They don't like you or not. They can come up here and still have a conversation. If you wrong, you wrong. You know what I mean? If they want to have their points, they talk their shit. Y'all talk y'all shit. I mean, that's what we're supposed to be here to do. I mean, I don't know what else to say about that. But yeah, let me go to Fat Turtle's page real quick and go over here to well, I know I ain't gonna get a copyright strike, and we can pull up some of the stuff because he said I know we watched something the other day. I think it was 2 days ago, 7 days ago. Hold on, let me click on this live.
I personally feel that this Diddy stuff is the same as the Depp trial was to placate people during the beginning of the unicorn virus. This is to distract people from the Epstein stuff. It's the exact same playbook, just different actors, and this is the exact same thing. This is to distract so that people are paying attention to that and not the Epstein stuff, not the WHO stuff, all the stuff that's going on. This is just bread and circuses.
I can do that. A second. Hey, y'all, give me a second. I got something to play real quick, and then I find this what you call it.
OGDoDirty, let me hear.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna get so this is the one that happened on the Thin Black Line. If you ain't subscribed to the Thin Black Line, please go over there and subscribe to the Thin Black Line. This the chick I was talking about. It was me and Beans that was up there. So I can't remember her name, but I can let y'all at least hear what she was saying. So I don't know where to find her at on YouTube. Like I say, that's what I needed Fat Turtle for. But you can hear what she was saying because we're gonna let her speak on her, and then if I'm saying about the Diddy case.
Cassie's brand manager as well. She worked for Diddy on and off from 2004 to 2018, and then had another conversation about working with him in 2024, believe it or not, but we'll get there. And she met him in 2002, and they were actually hanging out as friends through a mutual friend of hers named Jeanette that she talked about. And in 2004, she was contacted by a headhunter that said, hey, you'd be perfect for this position of an executive assistant, because she previously worked at Def Jam Records, so she had experience. And then she said that she called Diddy because they were friends, or she called him Puff, and he said, yeah, hey, come work for me. Now, she says that one of her really good friends, or her best friends, has kids with Suge Knight. So on her first day of work, she described that Diddy and a security guard took her out into Central Park at 9 o'clock at night, or after 9, and basically said, if anything happens with Suge, we'll have to kill you. And she also...
Wait a minute. Wait the fuck.
Only person I know that got baby by Suge Knight, nigga, two of them is Michelle. Am I wrong? The little chick with the... I'm trying to think. I think I was wrong on the Michelle part. Let me get back to the part she was talking about.
The government got all this goddamn evidence. This ain't got shit to do with Rico. What the fuck is he talking about?
That nigga said, wait a minute. That's a whole fact. No fact. I'm trying to whole fact, no chasing. Get it.
Home, in between, but she described being terrified and really having no choice. Let me see. Yeah, she said that, she's afraid of what would happen if she didn't take the polygraph. She felt forced into it. She also described being so stressed that she developed alopecia, which is where you lose your hair from stress. And she said that
that's the same shit that happened to Jada Pinkett. You know what I'm talking about? You got to get that alopecia. You know what I'm talking about? Throw you some TBLC.
You mean GI?
You mean who?
Her name's GI.
Her name is GI what? You cutting in and out for some reason.
GI Jane.
Oh yeah.
Her name is GI Jane now.
I know who GI Jane is. That woman was terrible. Better looking face on Jada Pinkett. We can take that. We'll take.
No, but that's the joke that Chris Rock made that got him slapped in the face.
Yeah, that ain't Chris Rock. His comedy is not my.
That's why that's her.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I was thinking of the same thing. But you ever looked at GI Jane's face, the original? Who got the better looking face?
Yeah, what was her name again? The real one?
I can't even think. I knew she was all right with her, but when she cut her shit off, who you think?
I used to know her name. Better? Yeah.
Who you think looked better?
I remember. No, Jada's a very pretty lady. Especially she was in Independence Day with Will Smith, right? That was the whole point.
That was Vivica Fox.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
she was in a movie with him one time, wasn't she?
With Will Smith?
Yeah. Jada. Maybe that one where he was a stockbroker, homeless stockbroker. Maybe.
No, that was somebody else. And you talking about 7 pounds? Give me my $13, Wayne. No, I don't think she was in that either. I can't even think of a movie Jada Pinkett was in with her husband. And I'm thinking long and hard right now. I'm thinking like, what the fuck what movie had? I'm thinking all his movies. I'm looking at all the wives that he had. And she definitely wasn't on Independence Day. That's a good thing.
It says here, it was After Earth. It says Will and Jada. I think we're both in that.
Jaden and Will was in there.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so
can't say for sure. I'm looking deeper.
So, yeah, if you you see After Earth was Will Smith and his son Jaden Smith. They was in that movie together. That's when he was training his son. They was going to different worlds.
Oh,
and
you're
shit.
right. I thought they were in a movie together. No, I guess I was wrong.
I don't think I ever seen them two. She been in movies with everybody else. You know, she been in movies with Tommy Davidson, Queen Latifah, and them, Set It Off, and all that shit. Low Down Dirty Shame. What's the
See, I liked Will Smith before he smacked Chris Rock.
when she was a black singer. Kingdom Come. That's when it's like an old traditional black movie people don't know nothing about. And you got to be real, either in the hood or, you know what I'm saying, low budget movie. It was funny as shit though.
What's it called?
Kingdom Come.
Pretty sure
They got Anthony Anderson in it. Levette, or whatever her name is. I might be saying her name wrong. Shit. There's a lot of motherfuckers in that movie, bro. I just can't really think. They got Whoopi Goldberg in it. Who else is in it? The one nigga that be doing that, and I'm bad. The nigga from New York.
Oh no, I would never watch that. That looks terrible.
What the fuck is that nigga name? We were just talking about that nigga. He's still trying to rap to this day. Not Ice-T. God damn it, what's that nigga name, fool? He be wearing the jumpsuits, nigga. And LL Cool J.
LL Cool J. That's what I was gonna say. Is that LL Cool J on that picture? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Well, you know, he cured racism, right?
No, he didn't. That nigga trash.
He cured racism with that country singer.
What country?
Because he forgave the iron chains because the country singer guy forgave the gold chains. So it's all racism.
Yeah, I don't even know what you're talking about, Tick, man. You losing yourself.
You don't know the song?
No, sir.
Accidental Racist?
No, sir.
You really need to hear that song.
Oh, it's true. Is it that good, Tint Man?
Oh, it's the most horrible, ridiculously offensive song since the host next door to me got sold to N-words. But, you know, it's funny.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, is it better than Back That Ass Up?
Oh no, it's absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
But you have to hear it because that's the lyrics from the song. Is they're having like a country battle rap type thing, and LL Cool J says, "I'll forgive your iron chains if you forgive my gold chains."
Oh yeah. That sounds like some crazy ass dumb shit he'll say.
You gotta hear it.
You think it's gonna change my mind to listen to it? I don't even think this nigga's a good rapper.
And then Kenan Thompson from Saturday Night Live, I think that's his name.
Oh, Lord.
Played LL Cool J. You can see the skit on YouTube.
You talking about the fat dude, the fat black dude, the dude
that
Kenan. That was in Big Bird?
Yes, and he was on SNL, and I know, but he came out and with another guy pretending to be the country singer, and he goes, "Woo, we cured racism." LL Cool J cured racism.
Okay.
It's wonderful.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I was lost there for a minute, 10th man. See, sometimes I just got to listen to your whole story to figure out what you're talking about. I did not know this, what you was coming from a skit from SNL. I didn't know, bro. Yes. I didn't know this what you was doing, bro. I was lost when you were just saying. I was like, what the hell is this nigga talking about?
But it's true. And it's funny.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, I got lost there for a minute, brother. I'll tell you, I'm high. I'm smoking that weed.
Me too. You know what I'm saying?
That good shit. I'm on that coffee cream.
I was just down in my garden. You know, I'm growing strawberries, and I planted bushes and all kinds of stuff. You know, I know you grow stuff too. I used to grow that stuff when it was illegal.
Right. There's nothing wrong with that. Just think about everything you doing and multiply by 10. That's what I got.
Oh no, I got you. What I want to do See, the thing is, I live directly across the street from a school, so it's iffy, right? Even though it is legal, because I'm allowed to have a certain amount of plants out in my yard. But there's a gigantic elementary school across the street. So what are you going to do? Just have a whole bunch of gigantic weed plants growing across from the school?
No, you put your corn on your front facing, sir. So your corn and your sugar cane, so it'll cover up everything that's behind it. If you want to do it that way. I wasn't talking
that's
about
why I haven't done it.
I wasn't talking about growing weed at all, though.
I get you.
No, I was just talking about everything that you was talking about, berry trees and all that. You probably have a 2-hectare berry.
Oh, you grow vegetables and stuff too.
Yeah.
Like berries and stuff. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Greens, lettuce, tomatoes, potatoes, beets, carrots, kale. I mean, we can keep on going down the list Squash.
That's awesome.
Pumpkins.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to all that yet.
I got my own little booth down at the farmer's market.
Oh, you sell stuff at a farm?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I never thought about doing that. So I'm allowed to just grow stuff in my yard and then sell it at a farmer's market. Never thought about that.
You gotta go down there and do your paperwork, sign up for everything, make sure you're paying your booth costs and all the other stuff. And yeah. Hopefully I got the same programs we got, but you up north, so I wouldn't know how it worked for y'all. But down here we on a new program. We accept food stamps and everything. So we're good.
In all honesty, I plan on giving away most of the stuff, any excess. Because I don't have that much going on here anyway.
That works too. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You gotta make that money. Make that money.
I don't like extra stuff on my taxes. So I just
that makes sense too.
I don't have a lot of bills, right? Like a lot of people might think that I'm rich because I have some money, right? But it's just I don't have any bills.
I ain't never heard you talking about
material.
I never heard you talk about material gains. I always thought you were just an average person. You mean to tell me you well off? You wealthy?
No. But I mean, I pay my bills, right? But I don't have any bills. So
yeah,
I make enough.
Yeah. So, have you ever heard me talk about that?
No.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told everybody else. I usually agree with some of the stuff that you say, and we just be rocking. I like it. Yeah. I didn't know you was well off like that. Yeah. Don't talk about money. Yeah. Well, sir, you don't have bills because your bills is paid.
Well.
You feel me? Now listen to what I'm saying. I ain't down to what you're saying. This is exactly what you're saying. I'm not gonna say nothing that you ain't saying. So I'm just saying, that let me know that you got a little extra. You know what I'm talking about? Because your bills is paid. Seems like you're not frugal. You smart with how you conduct your budgeting. So because your bills is paid. See, most people bills ain't paid. They past due. And I didn't hear you say anything about past due. And one thing I don't never hear you talk about is material things. So that lets me know, sir, that you indeed a little bit well off. You know what I mean? You're thinking smart.
Yeah, but I don't buy anything. That's the whole thing. Like,
yeah, so you let your money
car's more than 10 years old.
I get it. So you got a lot of money. I get all that. I can read in between the lines, too, man. You ain't got to keep on telling me, bro, that you got it. That's broke people out here still trying to come up in the world, sir. We still trying to rub two nickels together to come up with something. You know what I mean?
Well, that's why I fundraise for everybody else.
You know the dude, some dude, right? Your partner in crime. He be on residence panel sometimes.
Yeah, I've seen him around.
Yeah, he tells me all the time how big his house is, the type of cars he drives, and I rock with him. I just be wanting him to share some of that wealth he got because he obviously spread his doing everything else. He buy big drinks, smoke big cigars, big weed, but he never shares none of that wealth with me. You know what I'm saying? I always wondered that. Like, I wonder why people do that. Like, you claim so much.
That's how they got wealthy.
But that's why I'm broke.
That's how they got wealthy, OG. I would be wealthy, but I'm very generous, right? So, like, my family, friends during the pandemic. Otherwise, I would have a lot more money than I do, but I loaned a lot of people money, gave a lot of people money, paid their bills, paid their rent, paid for their groceries, stuff like that. That definitely depleted my savings. I'll tell you that. It's one of the reasons why I'm growing food. Because next time I'll just have stuff to give them that, just like, here you go.
Okay. Well, that's ain't nothing wrong with that. Like I say, get that money.
She would have no breaks during the day, and she would work from, when she was an assistant, she would work from 7 a.m. to 4 a.m. And she made $65,000. And at one point she went to HR about overtime, and
she making good money out there, $65,000. Now, again, these are the people who are, I guess, inside the courtroom listening to the testimonies and everything that's being said. So take it however you want to take it. They only repeating what they heard or what they thought they heard. So don't get mad at me. Don't flip out on me. Just the facts. I don't even know what's going on. Will Diddy use power? Will
I say this is all your fault, and I'm gonna have to ask you, why'd you kick that poor lady in the hotel?
Women. Running a criminal enterprise involved in sex trafficking. I ain't kick you, bro. And forced labor and bribery. I was trying to make sure, you know what I'm saying, get everybody in the chat at least one good witch collie, you know what I'm saying? Looking at it, he say Diddy is cooked, you know what I'm saying? Or she said, I don't know, but appreciate you for being here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, tell all your friends that, hey, come over here and tell them that OGDoDirty led you here.
OGDoDirty led me here.
In fact, tell them OGDoDirty led you here. All your friends, and then tell them to come subscribe to me. Everything, if you want to find OGDoDirty, is in the description. Look in the description. You get all the information you need to get. Email, all that stuff is in the description. So, but yeah, that's the way I'm looking at this case. I'm just looking at it as this is what people are coming out and saying. We're following it from different platforms. Everybody gonna have something different to say. They're gonna break it down differently. I just wish they had a camera inside the courtroom so we can see everything that they see, and then we can have a way to speak on it. In a certain
1000%. There shouldn't be a such thing as a court case that doesn't involve children, or something really drastic that isn't just publicly available, all the records. That's why I don't trust anything, because it's all like behind the scenes. It's like no, that shouldn't.
But that happens to most things, and how most things happen around here. Yeah, besides that, man, that's what I had, man. Been on for almost 4 hours. Shit. Unless I want to keep on riding it on out and go ahead and get to my 7 o'clock, that'll be in another 3. I just got to find other things to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't mind doing. I mean, I can use the
Go to my community page. You'll find a plethora of stuff.
I mean, I guess we can go rogue. I mean, I ain't got nothing else to do.
Oh, if you look at my community page right now, you will see weeks worth of stuff. I'm sure you'll find some of it interesting.
Most likely I will. Trying to make a decision. Do I want to go grab food and do everything else, or do I want to
shut it down and go grab food, man?
If I shut
always leave
down,
one or more.
Want to come on in. I probably ain't gonna want to come back later.
Yeah.
I know how I am.
I'm just playing my Star Trek game and having a coffee, buddy. I'll hang out here with you. You do what you want to. It's pouring rain here. It's been raining all day and all night, but that's real good for my bushes I just planted and my rhubarb and everything. So let her.
That's the best thing. Can't beat God, bro.
Otherwise, I'd be out in my yard doing something. I hate being in the house because 6 months of the year here, it's a terrible nightmare of cold, right? So, or at least 4 or 5 months, right from, mid-November until mid-May. You don't want to be outside for very long. It's going to be horrible unless it's a really bright, sunny day. I don't know if you ever been to Canada. What do you mind if I ask what state you live in?
I'm in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Oh my goodness. You don't even know what cold is. You ever been up here?
No, sir. We'll never come.
I used to live in northern Alberta, and minus 40 to 50 Fahrenheit, right? In the deep winter, you only get like maybe 2 or 3 hours of night in the winter, and then in the summer, it'll be light for 20 hours or 22 hours or whatever. But up there, ooh, does it get cold at night? There's roving packs of wild dogs. I had to kick one once. They were trying to attack me. There's like 5 of them or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, roving wild dogs. No one told me about that when I moved up there.
Had your gun on you. Well, yeah, man, fuck it. I guess I go get me something to eat. I guess I just chill out for
There
a
ain't no
minute.
guns. There ain't no guns in Canada. Shut it down.
Yeah, man. Appreciate 10th man and everybody else who came through here, man. We're gonna go ahead and let me get back stuff back because I don't like to be up there like that with the screen paused like that all big. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get it over with. And I'm gonna holler at y'all. Y'all take it easy. Appreciate everybody who supported the show today, Kingdom Minded and so forth. Came through, hit the like button and all that good stuff. Yeah, we up out of here.